using the K word,
Okay, I
but
got
I get what
you.
you're saying. I
You
wouldn't say
cannot
that.
you cannot release them back into society. They'll never be the same anyway. You might as well get rid of them.
Okay,
Well, yeah, yeah. We talking about the P file, real quick, guys, and you can pick back up. Just let me welcome the good brother Ronan Travelers to the panel. What's up, Ronan? How you feeling?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? How you guys doing?
What
Thank you
up,
for
man?
Man,
having me up.
it's a
Go ahead and
blessing.
continue, man. I'll jump in
But
a
go
little
ahead,
while.
Prime. You had a
Oh
rebuttal.
yeah. I was gonna say like let's forget about the PDFs and them and the essays. Like we don't even care about them. But let's just talk about like the people who commit, you know, you know, homicides, things like that. When people say they can't be rehabilitated, right? If you look at Sweden, Norway, if you look at these places, they have some of the best rehabilitation rates in the world. They even if you look at their prisons are, their prisons don't even look like prisons. They look like universities.
Mm.
So it's the system. It goes back to a whole bigger argument that I'm not gonna go into, but you can rehabilitate some people, many people, but it's one of them things,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
But
but I mean, the thing is, you got to take them out of. You have to take them out of that environment. You have to
yeah,
show them. You have to give them options because, like, the problem with jail, for example, you do your time. There was a story in Detroit. Everyone used to steal cars back in the day. And the guy got out of jail. For he was stealing a lot of cars. He got out of jail. Finally, he couldn't find a job, so he went back to what he knew, trying to steal cars. The only thing is technology had happened and he had no idea how to steal a car. He just said, fuck it. And they asked him, well, why did you sit and wait for us? And the guy said, because honestly, I can't find a job. There's nothing I can really do. So what else was I going to do but try to steal a car and wait for you guys to show up so I can go back to jail. At least I can eat. At least I'm going to have 3 hots in the cot.
Man,
Yeah.
when you guys get a chance, man, look at those prisons, man. In
Mm-hmm.
Norway, Sweden, they got dorms. Everybody got a MacBook. They got a key
No,
to
I've
their
seen
own
it.
door. They
I've
got a
seen it.
key to
Oh,
their
I think
own
I've seen
door.
that too. Yeah, I think I've
Mm-hmm.
seen that too.
They got a
It's a
key. They
jail
got a
somewhere
kitchen
to
with
where your family
knives.
could come stay the night with you and shit.
They got kitchens
Mm-hmm.
with like they have a shared kitchen, refrigerator. They got wine cooler. These people, and then they're coming home and they're coming home and doing the right thing for the most part.
Okay,
So
okay.
it's,
Mm-hmm.
it's a
So prime,
system.
prime.
what about the people
But
that's dead though because of them? That still ain't for me. I say
That's
kill them.
that's where I always get stuck at. To be honest
I
with you.
mean, get rid of them. My bad.
No, yeah.
what?
But well, here's the
But
thing. Here's the thing. Let me just say this. Prime, I think you got a good point, except for our system is not made for rehabilitation. If it was, those brothers that was going to jail and getting degrees and stuff and coming home and being vital parts of society, they would have kept that program going. You see what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying?
yeah. I
Because
agree with you.
during that
okay.
time, brothers was getting educations and they was coming out with another way outside of crime, and they
Mm-hmm.
took that away. Oh no,
Well,
you can't turn this into something good to where you could go do better with your life. And let's not act like the jail system is not a money making system
Yeah,
here.
it's a business.
Let's not also act like there hasn't been judges that's been under investigation for goddamn having deals with jails for sending
yep,
people to those jails.
that's happened. That has
That
happened.
happened here.
But let me say this though. Like, okay, so I admitted on your guys' channel, I'm an alcoholic, right?
You
Basically as an
was or you
alcoholic.
are, Darnell, because those are two distinct differences.
Again, no, there's not. No, there's not. Like I said, I've been to I've been to AA meetings. Once an alcoholic, you're always an alcoholic. Whether
But it's
even
a
if you were
such thing as
sober
sober, though.
20, yes, there is being sober, but the thing is, even if you haven't had a drink in 20 or 30 years, you're still an alcoholic because it doesn't go away. That's just the honest to God truth. It never goes away. And my only question for the panel is based on my addiction, at this point, again, eventually, hey, I got an addiction problem. Eventually, I'm going to be in people's houses, right? I'm going to do all this crazy stuff that illegal things. You may as well, according to from what what I hear on the panel, hey, there's no, because I heard somebody say there's no chance of rehabilitation,
Yeah, it was me.
which means that I can't be rehabilitated. I can't change. When I can't fund my addiction anymore, what am I going to do? I'm probably going to rob people, right? I'm going to start doing illegal activity, to try to fuel my addiction. So should I, even though I haven't committed a crime yet, should I go to jail, as a precaution?
But Donnell, okay, you think you say you're an alcoholic, you say, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it only take like $10 to get drunk, though. I don't see you doing like extreme shit to get $10 to get drunk.
Yeah, I was in the military, so I never, I never did serious substances, but alcohol, as long as you're 21, it's legal, right? But eventually I'm gonna get a DUI, right? I'm probably gonna go to my local favorite bar, get two slosh, get in my car. I'm probably gonna drive and, eventually hit somebody on the way home.
I don't think alcoholics should have driver's licenses, and they should have those breathalyzers in their car.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, being an alcoholic really ain't too you ain't beating on people and shit like that, are you?
No. I'm not married.
I get what you're saying, but because there's two type of alcoholics out there. Well, there's two type of drinkers out there: people that get drunk and they love people, and the people that get drunk and they hate people and want to fight. You know what I mean?
Well, in my case, I just have a growth in the brain. Like, even though I'm an alcoholic, the thing I used to just drink beer. Excuse me. I used to just drink beer, and I found out why. Basically, I have a growth in the pineal gland, which is responsible for the production of melatonin. So beer, I found out, has melatonin in it. That's why I drink beer, like hard liquor. Like, I don't buy hard liquor. I don't drink hard liquor. I just drink beer. And basically, I'm just trying to medicate and get that melatonin in my case. But, as far, the reason I posed that question to the panel again, once you're an alcoholic, you're always an alcoholic. There is no point of according to some on the panel, there's no point of rehabilitation. Eventually, I am a threat to society, and you have to remove me, right?
What's your definition of alcoholic?
I don't think he said that though.
Yeah, I did. Hold on. What's your definition of alcoholic? Yeah, not about alcoholics, but what's your definition of alcoholic?
It's just somebody that basically he drinks too much. Can't he can't go without alcohol. Basically, it controls him. When the substance controls you, that's when you have a problem.
So can you function in society like without alcohol? Like, can you work?
I can work, but I can't sleep.
Well, that's on you. You good then.
So if somebody was trying to stop you from drinking, like, let's say you had a friend, a wife, girlfriend or something, and she tried to stop you from drinking, what would you do? How would you react? Because I would addiction.
Honestly, I would probably say thank you and keep on the program, of not drinking. I mean, the problem is that when you can't sleep, I get that. And the beer puts you to sleep.
Yeah, you're probably not an addict.
Take some sleeping medicine.
Can I ask a few more question? I asked a question in the chat. Nobody actually addressed it. I don't know, Charlie, if you could pull that question up that I asked about
Which
me
one,
not.
the one if you was hungry?
No, the one about just a little bit above that. Says I just don't understand.
Oh yeah.
When did we override common sense and morality for street culture? When did that fucking become a thing?
The
when
90s.
Did we start adopting street law
80s,
in real law-abiding homes? When did snitching become a thing?
Hip hop.
What the fuck are we really doing in our fucking culture? And why is it influencing our homes that are law-abiding? I was never a fucking criminal. So some of this shit I can't associate with. But what I can do is say, why are we being influenced? Like Big Meech got out. Every motherfucker in the world was giving him big ups. For what? The man was a criminal. The man ran drugs. He destroyed homes, families, lives, all this other shit. He killed people. but you got professional athletes and everybody else big meech. What the fuck is going on, really? What are you guys loyal to? Are you loyal to real justice and morals and ethics? Or are you loyal to fucking shit that you don't even condone? What are y'all really doing out here?
Hey, like I said, it's hip hop, bro. Like when hip hop was accepted.
I don't give a fuck. I grew up around hip hop when it first started. Gangster rap, all that shit. I've seen it all develop. I never assumed that I was part of that committee. It's a small group of people that are in the hip hop. There's a small group of people in the black community that are gangsters, but yet and still they're influencing everybody in every fucking household. How are you guys allowing this shit to happen?
Because the father's not in the household. So guess who's raising your kids? It's the rappers.
I disagree with that.
It's the rappers.
Stop right there. But as you grow up, you know you didn't have a father in the home, right? So
no, I did.
Right, but I'm talking about everybody.
Everybody. Oh, okay. My bad.
You didn't have a father in your home, but once you grew up, you knew better. You should do better, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't have a father in your home, how do you know better?
You don't even need to. Hey, you don't even need the father. Hold up, check this out right quick. No, hey, this is what you need, bro. Hey, look, make it mandatory. Hold on. Just let me say this. Mandatory 2 years for every man in the military. Bro, you got to take these people out of their environment. You got to take the people out of their environment because the average child grows up without a father.
Because they come right back home into those same fucking environments and they still didn't learn shit.
Okay. If you take them out of their environment, bro, they exposed to different things. A lot of people that's enough to change them.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's why I champion the travel community so much because, man, you can't help but broaden your horizon by traveling to different places. When you say that you out here struggling, it's different when you done seen other parts of the world that is really struggling. You realize, oh, I'm just out here bullshitting. I guess I really ain't struggling like that. You know what I mean? Like, go ahead.
I think you're on point, but again, people just love ignoring people's free will. I've worked overseas at the embassy for long. Most of the Americans at the embassy didn't change their mind because they see poverty in Africa. They still didn't give a damn. They still complained about the same things. There was no comparison. They was like, that's not my life. I'm not African. Why would I care? People could walk away with a situation and experience and you thinking like, man, they're going to be enlightened by this. That's not true. They decide. The teacher shall appear when the student's ready.
30 minutes after you get off the fucking live. I mean,
and white people consume music too, hip hop. They do it more than blacks. That doesn't mean because I listen to Drake, I'm gonna go delete somebody. That's a big different step.
Yeah, but you're comparing an
app. Really have delete music though.
Yeah, you're comparing an to rap more than blacks. They're the majority of.
No, he's right.
So
he's right.
Is, they should be out here. Right. They go to the most concerts. They consume it the most. What do you mean? NWA was a big consumption from white people going to his concerts. It wasn't a bunch of black people. It was a bunch of white people.
Well, that's because they have opportunity though. That's they listen to the music.
Okay,
and
so maybe say it's the opportunity, but to say it's the music, it's no correlation.
Again, all I hear are excuses.
I think it has something to do with it.
No.
All right. Y'all gonna think it's whatever. All right, you're right. You got it. You're right.
I got a mention about what OTO is saying because a lot of what we're not really talking about is a lot of these major rappers like Lil Durk, Pooh Shiesty, who's that other guy? Damn, bro, I forgot his name. He came from O Block. It
don't matter. They're all the same. Go ahead.
Sosa. All these big name rappers, Chief Keef. All these people are just gangsters who started rapping.
They're not gangsters, bro.
These are just rapping about their NBA YoungBoy, like Kodak Black. These are just guys who were already fuck ups. They started rapping, and they tried their hands at rapping, and then it hit a nerve. They could rap pretty good, and they became successful. And then young guys from Pompano Beach or O Block or who really do this stuff, that music that they're making, they're really doing that shit. It's not like, rap, like Ice Cube's rap or something. Nah, like they really do that shit. That's the difference. That's why
So
it's
KB, you tell me, why is your generation following idiots by your own definition? Why are you
What
guys
is our generation? What are you talking about? You had
Why are
Suge
you guys
Knight.
holding up these
Because
generations? No, none of
there's
us.
no father figure.
You had Suge Knight. You
people
had
make
Death
fun of.
Row. You had
Nah.
Tupac. You had. Come on. It's
Bro,
not just
hey,
this
Look
generation.
anything. Like I
It's
said, it was a
simple, bro.
small percentage of the overall community, but you're letting that small percentage project itself so big, just like we have a small community of black travelers. The little fuck up, the little fucking pookies and everything out there, they're projecting overall all the black positive people that are traveling, doing things and positive things in cultures, in communities. You're letting these little dots
Facts.
fuck up everything.
But
Same thing
Ron,
with
but Ronan,
Facts.
Do we
But-
say
but-
this about
but-
country
but-
music singers, or we say this about I don't know all
I
these
don't-
other guys? I mean, you had country
I don't-
music singers who were with minors.
I don't
No.
see Elon Musk saying
Yeah.
Come on.
free some white thug. I don't see it.
I
don't
mean-
see Tim Cook
Well,
like
but
free the
First of all,
ninjas.
I don't see white people holding up their
Trailer
they're,
trash. Bubba Sparks.
trailer trash, musicians, athletes as community leaders, but we do.
Yeah, I
Shit.
got it.
Bill Gates was a community leader. Look at what he did. I mean, you're talking about drugging is, you know.
Listen, don't wipe out the fact that Bill Gates didn't own his own company. He employed thousands of people. That's not what the
Yeah.
drug game does. That's
But-
not what rap does. That's
but-
not what they do.
And he also did some other things behind the scenes that we know about, thanks to
Listen,
Epstein.
Apple to an
One
orange.
second,
You're making an excuse for something that's not the same.
Underperforming.
That's it.
Well, here's the thing.
I
Here's the
agree
thing. I'm
with
gonna
Ronan.
chime in. I'm gonna chime in, but Prime been trying to say something for like the last 3-4
Nah,
minutes.
I appreciate you, Charlie. Nah. It
Go
just I was just gonna add to what Ronan was saying because it's like this has been going on for so long, man. I mean, how many people have seen To Kill a Mockingbird, but everybody's seen Superfly, right? So this has been going on for so long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
And-
it's just it's you can't pinpoint it to certain generation. It's like there's just a fascination with the bad side, the dark side. Everybody's fascinated with it, and when it's positive, it's lame. Unfortunately, I don't feel
No,
that
that's
way.
a fact. That's
But
a
when
fact.
it's positive, it's lame. It's square.
Oh,
You're
okay.
square.
I mean, that's
Okay,
not true.
real
though.
question.
Come on.
Hold
I mean,
on,
you got
KB.
Nas.
KB,
There's
hold
plenty
on
of
right
people
fast.
who make positive rap. What do you mean?
No, that's a fact. But if you notice, they don't go as far because I think J. Cole is just as lyricist as anybody, but he don't go as far because his rap is positive. But let me ask you guys
What
this.
about some of his rap is positive. Oh, well, who else?
J.
Kendrick?
Cole ain't talking about deleting nobody. He not talking
we
about
just
no
talking
gang.
That's
about
right.
business
I mean, Kendrick was talking about some
Are
turning.
we just talking about business versus street? Are we talking about just rappers trying to conduct?
We're
business?
talking about business versus the streets.
Okay, but
with the
every time
S,
I hear,
like the
reference,
whole-
I hear a reference of a rapper. Where are the businessmen involved in
Well,
this?
but you're talking about the
Look like
music,
the
and you're
other
saying,
side.
why are we holding
You know
these
what I'm
people
saying?
up? That's why the conversation is the way it is. Because you're like,
No,
okay, why
no,
are we
because
holding
reason
these
why
people
we're
up?
talking about specific rappers and stuff like that, because for one, it was one case with Pusha T and Gucci Man. Gucci Man was once considered, I guess, a street dude. Now he could be considered a businessman because he done built up his empire. Then was also going to move because it's the whole thing of it. We're also going to move to like Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb. Corey Holcomb, like he pressed Anton Daniels with that street shit, but now that is on the business side, look like Corey Holcomb is losing that altogether. But they're calling Anton Daniels this, that, and the third because he's going about it in a business type of way. You call yourself my enemy, I'm gonna do whatever. All is fair in love and war,
Hey, hold
except
on.
when
Hey,
you're
Charlie.
black.
Hey,
Yes,
Charlie.
sir.
I've been thinking,
Yes,
like,
sir.
okay,
I'm
they
listening.
said about the insurance claim and all that with Gucci Mane, right?
Right.
Okay, if Gucci Mane just say he I guess make a police report, but he don't cooperate, I don't think he'd be able to get his shit. I think you have to cooperate also.
He definitely got to cooperate.
Yeah.
He got to listen. That's just like when you go with let's do it on something super simple that's not worth because let's do this. He had on $1 million+ worth of jewelry. These phones don't even cost $20,000. And if you say somebody stole it, you need, as far as getting your insurance or getting your phone replaced, you need to produce a police report
Mhm.
for a stolen phone.
And if he like withhold like information, that's kind of like, bro. Because honestly, look, I got arrested in Mississippi for discharging a firearm within the city limits. And they said, "Do you have a gun?" I was drunk, first of all. They said, "Do you have a gun? Do you have a gun?" I said, "No." They said, "Who gun is it?" And I reached for it, like, "Oh, they like." So they also charged me with lying to the police. Yeah.
I'm sorry to laugh at you. I shouldn't have laughed at you.
Forgetting that, bro. The fact that you reached for it and you was in Mississippi and you alive to tell the story is a blessing.
Well,
Yes.
I was drunk, man. I was drunk.
That does not take away from the fact that you essentially gave them a free reason.
I agree. Hey,
You
they
sure did.
they could have took my life right there. I wouldn't be mad at it. I'm across the board with the shit.
Hell no, nigga. If they killed me, I'd be mad. I'd be mad in heaven or in hell. Wherever.
I should have been sued.
You motherfuckers.
Hey, Charlie, you know that's coming next, right? You know that's coming next.
What's that?
That Gucci schizophrenic. He's on medication. That's next.
Well, which is something else that I wanted to allude to, because Gucci coming up, we seen Gucci flash out. We know Gucci supposed to be in this real street dude. Turned out Gucci just was mentally unstable.
Bro, I don't believe in all that mental shit, bro. These niggas be throwing temper tantrums.
No, it's some people that are mentally unstable.
Some of them, but it's the cool thing. It's the cool thing for even females and men to be like, "I'm bipolar, I'm schizophrenic." Ain't nothing wrong with you. It's so easy to go get diagnosed. It's so easy to go get diagnosed with anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To grow up poor, something wrong with you anyway.
And he performed, by the way, today. He did. He performed today at the Alabama State, I think. I don't know what school it was, but he performed today. So yeah, he hasn't
talking about Gucci?
Yeah, he performed today. So he spoke out or said anything yet. So I don't know.
He came out with a whole diss track about describing the crime.
Okay, talk about that, Charlie. Talk about that, because I thought that was a bad play. I thought that was a bad play.
I think it was right, because that's what happened to that man. They abused that man. He deserves to speak his piece. I want him to cooperate. I want him on the stand. I want him to point him motherfucker out.
Hey, listen, you're sick of the lies. Got a picture of Charleston White on his wall when he leaves.
Nah, man.
Shout out to OTO showing love for the call. He said I have to review some 7-man company. Oh yeah, for sure, bro. Appreciate you, OTO. You know it's always appreciated. But what I was finna say is, here's the thing: if you think about rap as something that you do as an artistry, and rap is like, say, you telling your story, you growing up and stuff like that. That what really happened to him. So, and he's an artist, so he's wrong for rapping about what happened to him now. But he was okay when he rapped about selling drugs and moving all that weight and shit, though. He was right then. But rapping about him getting robbed and shit like that, he wrong for that.
Hey, Charlie, they've been doing it.
I just want to know.
They've been doing it. Tupac did it. Mm-hmm. Think about it. The truest shit I ever said. Yeah, Tupac did it.
The shit I ever wrote.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, niggas always tell what happened to them.
Yeah, you shot me, but your punks never finish.
Yes. What do you say? About a Smith named Haitian Jack. He giving names.
Yeah, he dropping names. You damn sure right.
Yeah, they been doing it.
And then what he said, he said, I guess his new friends wanted him dead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not the same.
It is the same.
It's not the same.
It is the same. They violated Pac and Pac snitched.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because when they was like what people would call dry snitching or whatever, nobody was arrested. This is different. They have arrest. They're under federal these people have been arrested under the feds. This is not to be, according to these historians, these street historians. This is not supposed to be even talked about, right? So people have not been charged. I mean, people have not gone to trial yet. They haven't been sentenced. So like, this is to other people, this is telling. right? This is
As it should be. But we grown. We grown.
yeah.
Bro, if somebody slapped Kenny Rogers can snitch.
I said that earlier. Bono and all them, they're gonna tell on you.
Yeah.
Nah, he definitely did.
Put your hands on Sick of the Line. You going to jail.
That's
oh
funny.
man, this shit is cooked, man.
You funny, man. I'm sorry, but that shit was hilarious.
Bruh,
Yeah, they going straight to the courtroom. They going straight to the police.
There are times I be looking for that check so bad. I just want someone to come hit me, and I'ma just fucking drop on the floor.
Nah, hey, look, hey, don't be surprised. I'm gonna be suited and booted. I'm coming to every court case, every court day.
Yeah,
It was him.
you're gonna see me with a leg cast, a neck cast, and shit on the stand. Say, oh my god, I couldn't believe what happened to me. You know,
Hey, you know what? People, it's crazy.
I'm just a
people-
little small time accountant. I didn't see this coming. This level of violence.
People so messed up in society, they don't understand. It's illegal to fight. You can't just be putting your hands on people. That shit is illegal.
Mm.
You gotta have order, man. Without order, there's chaos.
See,
Yep.
And that's
See.
what goes on in our community is a fucking bunch of chaos.
Exactly.
you have to have in this game since the beginning, even with the mob, you always had to have people to cooperate. It's always been that way. If they don't have people cooperating, they don't have a case. Right? Y'all
Yeah.
saw what happened with the bikers a couple years ago. Y'all remember that? In
Can
Texas,
y'all hear me?
Yeah, nobody spoke. Nobody cooperated.
nobody talked. Everybody got
Yeah.
out.
But no, my whole thing is that's just like say the Anton Daniel things. Like, is he wrong for going about it the way that he's going about it?
What do you mean? What happened?
He's
You know,
suing Corey Holcomb.
Yeah, he's absolutely wrong.
Why you
He
say that?
says he's from the way. First of all, if you guys want to call it street versus business, he sat there for a week after that show and went on everybody else's show selling wolf cookies about how he would have fucking took Corey down. He would have whooped his ass. He said it over and over again for a week before Corey's next show. That Tuesday, Corey fired back at him, right? And while he fired back with him, he had the little T-shirt out. He insulted his daughter. That's street. You should be able to talk
That's
about
not
anybody.
street, though.
you want.
It's not true. And look,
That's
you know
not
what?
street.
Hold on.
Bullshit.
That has never been
Bullshit.
cool in the street.
Anton Daniels wasn't wrong, bro. Corey Holcomb was acting like a fucking child.
Okay.
He deserved whatever he get, man. You don't disrespect a man like that, walking all up on him and stuff like that. You're supposed to be a businessman yourself.
Ooh,
Who jumped
yep,
up
I'm finna
first?
come
I'm
in.
sorry. Who
I
jumped
got
up first?
something to add to that.
Who jumped up first?
So
Wasn't that Anton that jumped up first? Talking about we can go outside, and then he told the girl to step out the way.
That was
and he
after
moved
Corey
over
had
right in
already
front of him
came
and
approached
said,
him.
Yeah,
Go
Corey was
ahead.
disrespectful,
"Want to
man.
do something."
Corey was disrespectful, bro.
Yeah, he
That's two
was.
businessmen. It shouldn't even got to that.
Bullshit. That
It
wasn't
shouldn't have
nothing
got to
about
that.
Anton went on the show specifically to start shit
I don't
because
think
he
so.
knew he's a polarizing figure. He knew he was going to make money off of it. He went over there to specifically start shit.
These niggas ain't making that much
Go
money.
back and play that shit back, bro. We did 3 shows on Anton and what he did to set that whole fucking thing up.
He handled it like a man, like a gentleman.
Who did?
I mean,
Anton
I don't know
Daniels.
about
Yeah,
that.
he handled
Like,
it pretty well. I ain't gonna lie.
Anton Daniels. He
Like when
destroyed
you're
him.
kind of like when you're making political commentary and then someone asks you a point blank question like, "Hey, do you consider yourself black first?" And he's like, "Oh no, I consider myself a man of Jesus first before black." It's like, bro, come on, man. Like, we know what you're doing. It's like, come on, you a piece of shit. We get it.
I consider my man a man of the Chicas, man. That come first. You feel me?
What?
I'm a man of the Chicas.
Hey, but you don't do politics, so you know.
I need to, bro. I'm finna stop crime. If they ever let me get into office, I'm finna get rid of 25% of the population. They gone.
Thank God this nigga will never get in the office.
They gone.
Hey, you can't never say never, man.
Hey, you're not getting into office if you're talking about eliminating 25% of the people.
You'd be surprised.
Hey, I'm
You'd
coming
be
after the
surprised.
passport, bro. I'm running on Trump. Trump ticket. I'm coming after the passport, bro.
I wouldn't even run on a Trump ticket right now. I mean,
Nah, I
Trump's
wouldn't.
name is mud right now, even with MAGA.
They
Ain't
still
nobody
love him.
worried about you, nigga. We gonna buy you off. What is gonna take a couple 12 packs of Bud Light? What you drink?
Four Chica.
Damn.
Four Chica. No scopolamine.
Four Chicas.
You can buy them all with a dime bag.
on the side.
With a dime.
Yeah, give me a 6-pack and 4 Chicas, and bro, you ain't got no problems out of me. What I was gonna say about that to Ronan is I think Corey Holcomb, for one, he was faking the funk. You know what I mean? Because he got up in Anton Daniels' face, talking about say it again, but when you walked up on that woman and mushed her in the fucking face, so you say you mushed her, but you obviously made contact with her face. You came from across the same distance, or if not further, to put your hands on her, but for some reason, when you sit down in front of another man, he need to say it again. He've already said what he said. Why you
He
ain't
already
on
said it.
business?
Yo, you know what, Charlie? These dudes too old to be beefing anyway, bro. You ain't got no
They
win.
got bad backs and gout
Yeah.
and all of that shit, man.
No, you know how much energy it
But
takes to fight.
did you
You
hear
ain't
that?
gonna win.
No, wait. Anton came in the studio with a bodyguard. Why would you come into a studio? Listen, no. You in a studio where you supposed to be conducting business. Why you need a bodyguard?
That's
Bro, why wouldn't you? If you got money, why wouldn't you have a bodyguard?
Because businessmen don't need bodyguards around each other. They already know they're fucking protected on the outside.
I don't know about that.
And first of all, how many businessmen do you know walk around with bodyguards like that unless they're financial fucking monsters?
No, there's a difference between a businessman and a public figure.
You think Elon Musk got bodyguards?
Of course.
Not gonna sit
That's
out
why I
there
said
in
there's a
front.
difference. There's a
They're
difference
in the
between a
background.
businessman and a public figure.
Right.
In the
We
background.
never seen Anton Daniel, but he's been talking about he have a bodyguard for a while now.
He's a
Yeah, because he runs his fucking mouth. And he knows he's going to have to pay eventually.
He's a public figure, so I don't really.
It ain't about him being a public figure. It's all about what he's fucking saying. And he knows he's going to run into some shit eventually. Somebody's going to catch him.
No, well, I agree with that to an extent, and I'll tell you why. Because I think Anton Daniels is used to being behind his computer and saying whatever the hell he wants, so it's more about being witty. When he was in front of another man,
that motherfucker ain't from the streets. He ain't did nothing hard. He ain't played no fucking sports. He ain't done none of that shit. Go look at his LinkedIn page. That motherfucker came from technology, a programmer, basic fucking web programming and other bullshit. That motherfucker wasn't anything until you gave him a mic.
Is there shame in that?
He got some
I was just going to say that though.
Is there shame in
that's
that?
our community too. We'll start to say, "Oh,
the way when you start talking like you know better and you've been through the shit, stop that. You ain't been through nothing."
Somebody got feedback.
I've never looked at.
Just came in the room.
Shout out to Jay Holiday. Jay Holiday, I think your background is loud.
Okay. Hang on.
Just mute the.
Hang on a second.
You got to mute YouTube.
You good to go now, bro?
I got you.
Yep. But yeah, as far as the
I'm gonna turn that
See.
No, go ahead.
Hey.
What it do, Jay Holiday? How you doing? Good. Brother?
Hello, everybody. How are you doing? I'm Jay Holiday.
Yeah, for sure. I think majority of people know you, Jay Holiday.
You want to mock me, huh? Oh, bro.
Jay Holiday, like my name is Phil. Go ahead, Jay.
No, Jay Holiday one of the day ones. So
I've been nice, bro.
A lot of people.
I've been nice. Chris, that's Chris. Oh
yeah, what's up,
Chris? I take that for you. You
good, man? What's good with
Charlie?
We already know.
But yeah, what I was saying though, is I think Anton Daniels he just used to saying what he say behind his computer, and when he was in front of another man, and you think of the most extreme shit you say, now you got to be accountable for what comes out of your mouth in front of another man. But that's just like these keyboard warriors or these little racist kids that play goddamn in Call of Duty and Fortnite. They so racist over the goddamn microphone, but if you
man, bro, you didn't bring that up. You didn't bring that up.
You know what I mean?
Hey.
You didn't bring that up, man. You so right about that, man. I used to play Halo on Xbox. I got called an N-word more times by some.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm talking. I was just saying. I've been called the N-word more time by like a little 9-year-old white boy, man, more than a real racist.
Hey, I think we just did the same thing because like with Ronan said, you know, Anton, you know, he's a tech guy. He never been in the street. We just did the same shit that we were talking about earlier, right? How sometimes the streets and then like somebody could be considered a square, right? So like we just kind of did the same shit. I don't know if y'all get what I'm saying.
No. You can be a square and still be about your shit. I'm a square. It was about my shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got straight A's in school, qualified, and was already a scholarship winner for a 5-year master's degree program before I fucked up and got my high school sweetheart pregnant. But then I went in the Marine Corps. But I was already in martial arts. I knew how to fight. I knew all that shit. So I didn't have a problem. I integrated. I played sports. So what I'm saying is I checked out that dude's background before I went on a live and started talking about it.
Okay.
And his background does not reflect his mouth.
Okay, you said like we selling wolf ticket. Okay, I see.
What exactly is he kind of saying that, you know, you think is like street or, you know, something like that?
What do you mean?
I mean, you know, him threatening to fight Corey, because I mean, there's some accountants who you know, motherfucker drives around in a goddamn scooter. He looks gay, but he's a black belt.
Again, like I said, I was that nerdy dude that knew how to throw hands. And I'm sorry, I grew up in a generation where you had to. Wasn't none of this internet shit. You ran your mouth. You got fronted up on every goddamn day. It wasn't one day.
God damn, Anton.
KB, you speak Spanish?
Yeah.
You fluent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, hold on. Antoine Daniels did tell him we can go outside though.
KB is a nerd.
He didn't take the invite.
That's some BS. You know that's a friend.
I mean, he said you can go outside, don't shit. I mean,
hey, let's go outside. First of all, why would a host of a show go outside and beat up his guest?
Because no, this is the thing. Because like, if you don't want it, like where you ain't like ain't no witnesses or whatever, let's go outside. Because why fight with the cameras rolling?
But Anton's got a big enough mouth that he's gonna tell your business regardless if you step out back or not.
Yeah, just but like here's right
now. No, bro. No, you can't take that bait and go outside so he can have you 5 different ways to Sunday.
Okay.
You don't do that on your own show.
So you think they should have fought? Well, he should have been talking shit on his own show then.
Listen, the business thing you done is the same thing Corey said. You can step your ass up off this show.
Okay.
Take your bitch, take your bodyguard, and be gone. He did the best thing he was supposed to do at that point.
Corey had security too, though.
To be honest, though, I don't think any of them.
That's his house.
I don't think either one of them really wanted to actually like go down. You know, I mean, if you really wanted to do something, you just do it. You know, why do you got to do all this talking and chattering? And I would also say that people who are very skilled at fighting, who done MMA or wrestling or anything to that extent, like they don't.
We don't talk. We just do it.
Yeah, they don't talk, they just do it, and they don't do stuff like that because, you know, man, you punch some guy, you know, he falls over, cracks his skull on the concrete, on the edge of the concrete, and now, you know, you're looking at an attempted murder, you're looking at, like, you know, maybe a murder or manslaughter, and it's like, why?
Yeah, I'm an insurance guy. I can tell you the odds on you clocking somebody, him falling wrong because he can't catch himself, and knocking himself out, or he gets injured in a way he doesn't recover from, you're liable.
Yep.
Because fighting is illegal.
Let me put it this way. Let me put it this way. When I did fight, legally, the best way I ever fought, and I let these dudes know, you get the first fucking swing. That's how fucking confident I was that I was gonna whoop your ass. Go ahead and swing. I want you to hit me first. One, it got me madder, and two, it released me of all obligations not to fucking go 1 inch from killing your ass.
I don't know how true that is, Ronan, but
No, it's fucking real true. And most people
well, yeah,
that know
but
me
like,
will tell you
Ronan,
that.
if the police are kind of like, oh, so what do you do when they start looking into your background?
At the heat of the moment, you can hindsight 2020 say, well, you beat him into submission. Why didn't you stop? At that point, I was crazed out of my mind.
They gonna say sit tight.
Real quick, guys. Real quick, guys. Let me, because I just had some technical difficulties. Let me shout out to Tam. OTO pulled back up. Appreciate you pulling back up, OTO. Shout out to Misha and Tam pulling up, showing
Marcus,
love.
you can hit the
Shout out to Marcus. And then I seen True Prodigy had typed something earlier. I didn't get a chance to shout him out. Shout out to True Prodigy, man. Appreciate you pulling up, showing love. But
Hola, Tam. Como tu tá?
shout out to Tam. But my thing is this: I don't never look at Anton Daniel as being a street guy. He's not a street guy. You know what I mean? He's not a hood. Like, did y'all see? Because I've been watching Anton Daniels for a while. Did y'all see when the white dude pressed him in the cupcake store? He had the same energy. Like a white dude, an old drunk white dude press you, and he ain't get on no business. You know what I mean?
He got pressed in the cupcake store.
In the cupcake store.
White guy. Yeah.
Did you see
what
that,
happened? What exactly happened?
He said you can't even handle the time that you're using of mine. You can't even afford me like that. So no, you can't talk to me. And he just ran it down to him. Anton could do nothing besides laugh.
Yeah, the white dude pressed him. He was like, "Oh yeah." He said something about putting hands on him and telling like, "Nah, beat your ass." Like that was time to get active. He literally, come on now, that was time to get active. But at the same time, I don't watch Anton because he's a goddamn street dude. I watch Anton because he seems to know about finance and can't nobody debate that he goddamn know what he's talking about when it comes to YouTube.
He's just a piece of shit everywhere else. All right.
And that may be true. They said they crucified Mike Vick, but that don't take away from him being a damn good running quarterback.
Yeah. And I don't know how a black man who's married and his wife is cool and he has kids and he's doing well for himself is a piece of shit. But that's why I say all folks.
What are you talking about? I mean, somebody
all
could
skin folks ain't your kin folks. I don't know, like, and then that's what we do. That's what we doing now. Like that's the wave, calling other black men pieces of because
but
what?
Where do you go with that? Is like people aren't. I don't just call someone a piece of shit. I don't just come up here and just say, you know, Charlie's a piece of shit or this. I mean, it's his actions. It's his actions
like
that are problematic.
That requires his actions of being married, his actions of having a family.
No, he was literally hold on. He was cheating on his wife with people he was coming.
His wife never said that. His wife never said that. So,
you literally have videos of him where you see clear sexual intention, and he's talking about how he's flying these women out. And even putting them on the panel, and even
all skin folks ain't your friends, man.
I don't have an issue. I don't have an issue with infidelity.
That's his home.
Hey guys, we can't all talk at the same time. We can't all talk at the same time, so let's be courteous with each other. But what I will say real quick, KB, it's not cheating if him and his wife have an understanding. I'll land there. I think Chris wanted to say something, then we could go to
hold on. I gotta respond to that, Charlie, because my problem, if you and your wife have an understanding, I don't actually have an issue with that. My issue is when you come up and you know you and your wife have an understanding, and then you come up and then you start talking shit about other people's relationships and other single men who have their own situationships, and you're telling them that they need to hurry up and get married, and they're turning these women into hoes, while meanwhile you got multiple fucking side pieces. Come on. You a piece of shit.
I don't have an issue with the infidelity. I don't care who cheat on their wife. Just do your job.
Exactly. Okay. And then also his wife ain't say that. So this is what I'm saying. Men are envious. Men are schemes. Like they feel some type of way, and they can't just like that's a man's household. That's his relationship with him and his wife. I don't conjecture on that. We too busy at the business table. So again, that's example of street versus business. We about getting paper. We about building up communities. We about making things happen, like building out data centers. That stuff, you can keep that. That's for you, man. You an expert at that. So I'm not gonna battle you on that territory. We just gonna focus on the goal. We're gonna focus on business as usual.
Hey,
Shout outs to
But
Anton.
but
Shout
but
outs to
hold on,
Corey.
quick question,
but
quick question,
You
but
know
who's
that
quick
we?
sense.
quick question,
That don't even make any sense.
Well,
quick
we
question,
is
quick
me,
question.
and
So
then choose your
OTO
business.
don't
But you can do this shit
remind
first.
y'all of a mature Casanova. Y'all don't get that vibe.
No, I get Kyle from Living Single.
Nah, I wouldn't go that far. Because
Man,
here's the thing.
Wait, hold
listen
on.
to his voice. Listen to his voice. Tell
No,
me
no,
he
I
don't
wasn't
sound
talking
like Kyle
about
from
Kyle
Kyle.
from Living Single.
Living Style.
I don't think that's like a disrespectful thing saying that he's Kyle from Living Single because he was a black man doing his thing. He was very
Yeah,
educated in the company.
he
So
was.
I don't think.
Yeah.
But I was referring to him saying that the CC thing. That's what I was referring
Yeah,
to. But
no, it's a lot of
I don't
similarities
think
to
so.
me.
See,
Okay.
I just like that all roads lead to finance with this brother. Like every conversation that came up, he found a way to finance. I like that.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
no, shout out OTO. I could be like, I gotta use the bathroom. Fuck using the bathroom. If ain't no money in there, where you going?
exactly. That's your
That's good.
problem.
That's
You
good.
shitting away all your
Shout out to
ideas.
OTO.
That's the problem.
Right.
Yeah, I like the fact he hold y'all accountable. He don't let motherfucker come
Hey,
get away with excuses.
hey, Chris.
Yo,
Hey, Chris.
yo,
You were right. When you said they don't like us, you were right.
exactly.
You were right.
Yeah. What you just get? You just woke up from being scoped or something?
I got told the shit.
Yeah.
Well,
God damn.
I feel you though. No, they don't, bro. That's like, come on. I'm over that, dog. I don't want to go be played
it's
with.
a
You feel me?
they don't like us.
Hey, look,
No, they don't like us.
a chica sent me a picture yesterday. Somebody, please help. She had a cast on, right? Then she shared a story today. She out dancing. I'm like, goddamn. You know, she got the American drug or something.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
what they do.
Exactly. That's like
That's see,
fun.
but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, and this is where, like, say, the same shit happened in America when the homeboy owe you money and he ain't paid you in 3 weeks, but he at the club taking shots of Hennessy. You know what I mean? On
Yeah,
his
man.
timeline, yeah, we balling, we been at it. This nigga just can't get you a whole sob story about how the rent dude, his girl on his heels, he ain't got no gas for his car, he been riding on the spare for 2 weeks. He just gave you that whole spiel, but now he's on social media talking about, yeah, it ain't nothing to a giant. Come on, man. The same shit happened here. The same
Yeah,
shit happened here, bro.
hey, child, I don't loan money to people that wear designer, real designer now. I can't do it for you, bro. If you fresh,
Nah.
if your toes ain't busting out your shoes, don't ask me for no money, man.
Bill Gates will wear the hell out of his shoes. That's what I always think that when I'm going to buy some shoes. Bill Gates will wear the hell out of his shoes.
I'm tired of your lies.
My lies, there's never been one told. Hey, bro, hey, tell me why you say what happened to you?
No, because your lies are the truth.
Exactly. You love a beautiful lie. Most people do. I understand.
Your lies are the truth.
Exactly.
Hey Charlie,
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I'm not
it,
Donald Trump.
it's funny. It's funny you said that, Charlie, because everybody says, oh, Bill Gates doesn't wear chains. Oh, Bill Gates doesn't drive fancy cars, but I don't think it's the same for black men. I
What you
don't think
talking
it's the
about?
same.
Bill
Shit,
Gates has
Bill
a fleet
Bill
of Lamborghinis, Ferraris,
No,
imported
no, no. I'm
cars,
just saying,
got a lot
like,
of toys.
every time, like, there's black men out and they dress nice and they got nice car. People always say, "Oh, they flashy. They showing off." White CEOs don't do that. I've heard that, and I know some of you guys have heard this before. I've heard that a lot, right? It's like,
yeah,
but when
the
you're
only problem is Bill Gates, he got caught
He old as
doing
hell
some
too.
things he shouldn't have been doing. Okay.
well,
Let's just keep it a buck.
what I'm trying to say is like, for black businessmen, like, you gotta look the part. Like, I remember, like, white businessmen, like, they could show up to a business meeting in a minivan, or people take them serious. But black dudes, you gotta be right, man. You gotta they're judging you off the rip. Like you gotta
Well, even
look the part. Even real estate agents, you'll notice like, black real estate
We're gonna
agents,
be judged
they
off
gotta
brother
drop.
anyways.
I got some
uh,
pushback. I got
You
pushback
ain't
yeah,
gotta do
on.
none of
I
that.
got a
You ain't
ton.
gotta
I
do
got a
none of that
ton.
cooning.
I got a ton of pushback on that.
I got pushback.
Yeah,
Prime.
no, I do too. I do too.
What,
Let me,
what,
let me get this out.
pushback.
Basically, it's like, okay, there's one thing about looking the part, and then there's one thing we used to have a saying in the Army: fake it until you make it. And the problem I see in the black community is a bunch of sorry ass niggas faking it till they make it. The scammer. We seen I forget his name, the guy that did the Tulsa Fund. He was a
Yeah.
scammer.
Jay,
He
Okay.
didn't scam. He didn't
Jay,
scam.
what's his name?
Wait, hang
Well,
on.
who
He
defended
ain't
Jay Morrison?
scam. Jay Morris. He
Hang on a
didn't
second.
Jay
scam.
Morris.
Jay
Yeah.
Morrison.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hang on a second.
He was a scammer. He was a
Come on,
scammer.
One at a time. One
Wait a minute. Hold on. I want to hear what OTO has to say.
No, the other guy was saying something. Go ahead, brother.
No, I was just saying, Jay Rello, he don't look the part, and he the prince of YouTube, right? You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
I
I
mean,
kind of meant like I
I
kind
don't
of
even
meant like
think anyone
business.
takes Jay Rello seriously, but
I'm
They send it
not
in?
even talking about. Let's not even talk about Jay Rello. Jay Rello is who he is, okay? But we're talking about, because somebody said earlier, you got to look the part. Which, again, I do agree. You got to look like a good businessman. But unfortunately, there's people that especially in our community, that are doing way too much. They're faking. They're basically leasing a bunch of vehicles, that they don't even own. Talking about, look at what I got. Look at what I got. You a brokey. You need to get on my level and all this other shit. And the truth is, they more broke than the people sending the money. They got more bankruptcies. Ain't paying nobody. Talking about I got me a private jet, and they ain't got no damn private jet. They took a picture, on the tarmac with a private jet. You got to people, but honestly, I want to hear what O2O has to say. I want to hear what O2O has to say when he said Jay Morrison is not a scammer. I want to hear this, because this is gonna be good.
me too.
Most people really don't. Nobody really has anything anyway. When you think about it,
Oh, bullshit! Nah.
already nobody really has anything.
Oh, bullshit!
Okay, people, are we
I
getting
call bullshit.
philosophical out here, man? I mean, yeah, philosophically that's true.
Yeah,
You can't possess something.
Hell no!
I mean, in
Yeah.
the practical world, like, nigga,
we all paying on shit. Don't nobody really own anything.
Oh, bullshit!
Okay.
There's a bunch of people that own shit. Bunch of people. Okay.
Nah, I mean, he means it in a philosophical sense. Like,
Yeah.
when you're born, you can't technically own something in the world. It's a figment of the
Even when you
imagination.
leave. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's temporary. Because even if
but
you
I
buy your
mean,
house, you can go on foreclosure. We really don't own shit.
I
You don't own
understand
shit,
that,
bro. You don't
but
even
I'm
own
just
your own
saying,
You only go into foreclosure if you don't pay your mortgage,
I know.
or
That's what
you
I'm
don't pay
saying.
your
It can-
taxes.
It can happen. What I'm saying. But go ahead, bro.
It can't happen. It can't happen if you own your business. But I want to hear what O2O has to say when he tried to call me a liar and say Jay Morrison is not a scammer. I want to know about this. I'm curious.
You're a liar, bro. I didn't hear that. But
He said Jay Morrison's not a scammer. I said Jay Morrison is a scammer.
if somebody
O2O said
disagree
Jay
with you,
Morrison.
that doesn't mean they're calling you a liar, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You want to
Well, I gotta be. I have to be lying, right? If I'm wrong.
No, if you don't know, you're not technically lying.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
Well, I mean,
to be inaccurate, it doesn't necessarily mean you're a liar.
well, please, if I'm inaccurate or if I'm wrong, please enlighten me.
I think O2O and start looking at his stocks and shit. I don't think he care, bro.
He dropped off. Okay,
No.
well.
No. I didn't drop off. I didn't drop off.
Here he is. Okay, here he is. Go ahead.
First of all, did you read this?
I got glaucoma.
Charlie, Charlie, can you
Yeah, I can
pop
hear
up the
you.
shared screen?
Yeah,
Say
and
that
please
again.
read it for me. I'm disabled.
Nah, go get some help. But
I got glaucoma, motherfucker. What you expect me to do?
you
Nigga, I
need to go
can't see.
fix that. You need to go
That
holler
man
at
going through
Elon.
it. He's an alcoholic, blind, disabled motherfucker.
Yeah.
Nah,
Now,
so
real quick,
basically,
what you was asking me, OTO?
oh, I
No,
said
no,
the
no.
screen
He
share,
shared something.
but
He
it's
shared
not
the
coming
screen.
up.
Oh, okay. I see now. I got you. You guys got to just be a little patient with me. I'm having whenever y'all know
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like
no,
to,
we got you. It's all
Yeah,
good.
Okay, I
and
appreciate
please, somebody, please help a disabled veteran by reading it for him. I would greatly appreciate it.
Okay, hold on. I think it should be coming up.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that
So
shit.
basically, it's a form. It's a 1K, and so it's like an annual reporting that you have to do if you open up a security. There's different types of securities in the United States of America. Most of you guys are familiar with the public markets. So you have a security that comes from there, and then you have like public companies reporting, of course, but usually it's done by third parties. So like let's say NVIDIA, they don't do their own accounting practices. They get a third party to verify it, and then they of course file the appropriate paperwork, and individuals can read like a thing called 10K. But there's also other forms for smaller forms of securities. So like a real estate syndication, or what a fund would be like what Jay Morris operated, would fall underneath a different form, which is this form. So it's often reported, right? And so net, they would report the details of the investment. It's hard to scam people when you're reporting to the feds or the SEC at the end of the day. It's pretty hard to do it. Now, of course, that doesn't mean you can't fabricate documentations or report wrong, but it will be investigated. And he was investigated. Of course, people can have allegations, and then, of course, it was up to the FBI and SEC to actually go figure out what was going on. And they found no wrongdoing at the end of the day. And then you could just put this up online. It's available. Of course, this is, like I said, just a 1K. And then you'll have to go look at the investigations that were conducted by the SEC and what they ended up finding at the end of the day. One of the biggest issues with Jay Morris, though, is just, and again, I did investments. I actually had a real estate syndication. I ran it as an acquisition manager. We scaled from 0 to 100 million in 1 year. I did $500 million in deal flow of real estate across Florida and Texas. At the end of the day, you have investments where people invest in you, but you could fail. That doesn't mean fraud. That means failure of your business model. So I could have an investment and get people to invest in it and fail. And if I fail, then I can't pay out investors. Now, investors can make claims and allegations that I might have violated it or I took in extra fees. But if you go through that K1, most of the time, the management fees, the distribution fees, the acquisition fees, the property management fees, a lot of Jay Morris's infrastructure, which is the operational chain of command, which is called like a GP, the general partners, they weren't even taking those fees into the company. They were skipping out on them because they weren't making money at all. They had a piss poor business plan. They had like, I guess you could say, a WeWorks of commercial real estate. And so at the end of the day, when COVID hit, the business model was to rent out space. Y'all probably know it's called event spaces, right? And then co-working space. And then when COVID hit, they ain't had no business. They didn't do a traditional investment model, which was rehab the commercial property and just rent it out to any tenant. They try to run a business in conjunction with it, and the business failed. And so at the end of the day, they ended up having massive amounts of problems. People didn't get paid out, their distributions, and then that was that. People made allegations online, but again, that's far from somebody actually scamming. The SEC came in, conducted an investigation, and found no wrongdoing. That's it. End of story. Chapter closed.
Oh, hold on. Charlie, I want an opportunity to say something because I also want to illuminate something as well. He is, and let me explain why. Whenever you are head of these types of investments or own these types of companies, you have not own, but you lead them. You have a fiduciary responsibility. Not the Black House, but he purchased, using money from investors, an $800,000 property. And in one of the penultimate years of the Tulsa Real Estate Fund, he exchanged the property for an LLC that he owns for $1. And he was even hosting his wedding at that particular property and posted on Instagram that you know, how blessed he is that he has a wife for his kids and whatnot. That's fraud. You purchase something
Again,
for $800,000, you know the value is X, and instead of selling it at an appropriate value, you sell it to yourself for $1. That's
what property
bullshit.
was this? What property was this?
It was a property in Atlanta. You can look it up.
What property?
Black
Was it
House?
the Black House? Was it the Black House did
It-
not sell for $1? So
no, it
it
wasn't.
has
It
to be
wasn't a
something
Black
else.
No,
House.
it
It
was
was
a
a different
personal home.
property
It was a
in
single
Atlanta.
living environment. It was a single living location.
Yeah. Again,
KB,
until
KB,
this
let me ask
point.
you one question. Are we
Okay,
cooked?
go ahead.
Well, you
What?
can say the truth.
No,
Well,
go
you can
ahead.
say
Go
the
ahead.
same. You can
Are
say
we
the same
cooked?
thing about Enron.
Are
Nigga,
we
that
cooked?
was
Nah,
a
it
scam.
was
That's the
fraud.
point. Like people went to prison for it.
It
Yeah,
was
No,
Enron
fraud.
wasn't
no
investigated.
one went to
Enron
jail.
wasn't investigated.
No
In
one
Atlanta?
went to
Well,
jail.
somebody
Kid
did
Lay
go to
died.
jail for
What's his
Enron.
name? Died. The president of Enron, he died before going to jail.
Okay, but he was,
So
of
because
course,
he
being
died to
convicted.
beat the sentence, that means he was innocent?
Yeah, exactly. What kind of
No,
shit
he
is that?
wasn't
Like,
innocent.
come on.
I never said he was
Was they
innocent.
supposed to extend him life? Like that wasn't like the option in the judicial system couldn't give him an extra 10 years. See what I'm saying? Low
He
frequency
never went to jail.
individuals, man.
He never went to trial. He died before the trial.
Okay, he died, bro. That happens.
I mean, what do
What
you
is the
want him to
justice
do?
system supposed
The
to do? Give
motherfucker
him life?
wasn't. He committed fraud.
He
He
Yeah, but
ruined.
like, what do you
He
want him to
ruined
do?
all
You want him to put
those
the carcass
people's
in prison?
lives.
Right.
He
You want him to
ruined
convict
all
the
those
dead
people's
body?
lives. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Somebody try to say, "Oh, they went to jail. They went to jail." No, they didn't go to jail. You don't know what you're talking about.
Well, he was going to jail, but he died.
No,
in the process.
he was not. He was not convicted.
Okay. No. Watch this. Watch
He
this.
was
KB,
never
you're messing
convicted.
up. KB, you're messing up. You
He
right
was
though,
never
man.
convicted.
You right.
He was never convicted.
You right. Thanks
So
for
there's no
groundbreaking
guarantee
investigation.
there was no guarantee he was going to
Okay.
jail.
Yep, you got it.
Oh, okay.
There-
Then we can use a different example that happened at the same time. WorldCom. The CFO did get 25 years. Is that
WorldCom.
enough?
Come
Yeah.
up with it some reason.
That's well, I mean that's another case, but
Yes, and,
you know,
and it's a multitude of people.
yeah, I mean you look at 2008, yeah, there was a bunch of people that committed fraud, you know, in 2008, a whole bunch of people. No, they did not go to jail. Nobody. The only one that went to jail was Bernie Madoff. I think whoever the president
people-
was
people-
of the
People
people.
who created subprime mortgages was mostly regular people. It wasn't bankers. It wasn't Wall Street.
It was
That
bankers.
20 No, it wasn't.
Yes,
80%.
it was.
I already did.
Hold
I
on,
did a
I
live
think
stream
we're missing
about
the forest
it.
for the
80%
trees.
was just mortgage officers. Regular,
No,
average,
the
middle-class
mortgage-backed
people. Yes, it was.
securities. Who do you think more? You
Bro,
think
that
regular
was
people
only
created
20%.
mortgage-backed securities?
That was only
Bullshit.
20% of it. That was only
Bullshit.
20%. That was
Bullshit.
only 20%. You had the origination of the mortgages.
So
They
if it
don't
was
create
only
themselves at the
if it was
security
only
level.
20 if it was only
Darnell,
20%.
you're incompetent in this conversation instead of hearing.
No, I'm not incompetent. I'm not incompetent.
The
I'm not
loan has to be
incompetent.
created. It has to be created first before it gets securitized. The security did not.
No.
The origination came from original mortgage officer. Period.
Man, did you not
Then it got
see all the
securitized. It got
did you not see all the congressional hearings?
Just
I mean, that's
put
the
it
thing.
into ChatGPT,
That's
bro. It was
that's the
free.
thing. No,
Grok,
and I've
Gemini,
already
80%. You got it. You're right.
proven.
You're right.
I've
You're
already
right. Okay.
proven about that. Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
So
Okay, you're
let's
right again.
not go there.
You're right
I don't
again.
need Chat GPT. I don't need Chat GPT.
Hold on, let's slow it down. So
No,
we're talking
he's
about
right.
Jay Morris.
There's no need to talk about it,
Hello,
KB.
my
He
people.
right.
Hello, my people. Hello, my people. One at a time. One at a time.
I ain't got nothing to say. He's right. Go ahead, KB.
Can y'all hear me?
Let's speak one at a time.
Yeah, we can hear you, Charlie. Go.
Okay. I was having some difficulties. Here's the thing. I think we're going to start at least move forward. Let's when we start bringing up especially specific facts, let's be able to reference those facts. Like be able to cite a source because Anybody could just say anything a lot of times. You know what I mean? So, I can say the sky is purple, but if I can't prove it, like, because there's a lot of things that we say out our mouth that sounds a little bit extreme. Not saying that it can't be true and things of that nature. It just be better if people could give us a reference point. So that's just something to just consider. But I do, like I say, they in my opinion, it's just my opinion. They do have it's a TV show called American Greed, and they talk about people that got in trouble for doing all type of business fraud, goddamn it, drug dealing, all type of stuff. So people do go to jail. This thing about people don't go to jail for it is a little bit facetious in my opinion. Now, do they get the time that lower level crimes get? No, but people do go to jail. So that's my opinion. I land there. It's just that to say that don't nobody go to jail is a little bit crazy.
No, they when it comes to financial crimes, a lot of times they don't go to jail. Usually they'll pick a scapegoat. It's kind of like in the army we had a scandal called the Abu Ghraib, where they tried to throw junior. At first they tried to throw junior enlisted soldiers and the E5 under the bus, and come to find out it was a whole lot bigger than that. And they just kept throwing more and more people under the bus till finally they threw the commander of Abu Ghraib. They fired her, and eventually she wrote a book telling what the truth was. Yeah, I was told to do this. I was told to do all that. So when it comes to these financial crimes, it's the same exact thing that where, there's really not enough accountability. And these people, they're worse than the fucking drug dealers that sell crack to the kids.
I don't know, but I know.
Wow.
I know that
Selling
they go to
crack
jail
kids,
too,
it's more upstream.
Yeah.
Well, think about. Well, think. Hold on a second.
Wow.
Think about it. Hold on a second.
Hey,
020.
hey.
Think about 020. Think about it.
That's-
Okay.
that's
You worked.
hilarious.
You worked.
Bro,
You
I'm
worked
not gonna
20.
argue with you.
You worked 20 to 25 years of your damn life. Come to find out, you ain't got nothing.
No,
You
you're
ain't
right.
got nothing saved for retirement.
You
I
think
mean,
selling crack to kids is a better thing than that. Okay, got
I
it.
don't
You got
know.
it.
OTO niggas used to get lynched over that. People
dude,
did get lynched over money.
you worked all your fucking life, and you think, hey, I'm good.
Hey,
In 5 more years, in 5 more years, I'm about to be good. But then you come to find out somebody did a rug pull on you.
Yeah, what you gonna do about it? Nothing. All right then. It is what it is.
I mean, in
Oh, that's a good answer right there. Real good answer.
I don't
right
know.
there.
In most places, they'll
What you
shoot
gonna
you
do?
for that.
Nothing.
Or they'll lynch you, or they'll hang you. In China, they
Nobody
don't
doing that.
You were 5 years.
And it was a claim.
Who cares?
Innocent until proven guilty. That's why I said you can't trust people, man.
I tell you.
People
but hold
out
on.
here,
Did
like,
Jay
listen to
do
this
this
dude.
or not?
This dude just made up all this stuff talking about deleting. Nobody.
I
ever
made
does.
up.
And
You,
I
you
made
just
up.
saying it.
Right,
It's
right. What you
innocent
say
until
you make
proven
it up,
guilty.
but
Like Charlie just
who
said.
cares?
Where's the evidence, bro? Prove innocent until
Are
proven
you
guilty.
kidding me?
But
You
he
never heard of
act like
Enron?
we in
You never
Africa.
heard of
He just wanna
Enron? I
delete
mean, what?
people. Like, guys,
You never
had to
heard
hear-
of
You heard a
Enron?
man.
I
You
just
heard a
said-
man mad
who
that a
cares?
dude passed away.
Jesus
And he
fucking
was like, he
Christ.
never went to jail, but he's dead.
Nobody
Like, what is he
went
talking about?
to jail during the Enron scandal. Not one
Because the
person.
dude passed away, and he was like, man, he was mad about it. Like,
How
the dude's
many
gone. What
people?
else could we do?
How many people do you think were involved? You think he acted alone?
You got it.
You're fucking nuts.
I'm winning in
mean,
life. I guess I am nuts.
Well,
Bullshit.
Thank you.
Outside
No,
of
I'd
that,
rather
I
win
don't
in life
know.
than be like living your life. Like,
Hold
I
on,
could be
Darnell.
nuts
Darnell.
and
Hey,
all these other things.
my life's just
but-
fine.
Darnell, let me explain something a little bit too, because
Go ahead.
I work.
First,
Your life is
First of all-
definitely
first
not
of all-
fine,
first-
but let's
first of
continue.
all-
I
First
work
of all-
in it.
First of all, we take it all the way to the president of the United States. Enron.
What? Enron, the president of the United States, and Enron, what?
Yes.
Hey, quick thing. look, as a sponsor, bro, I don't think it's good for your sobriety to be on this show right now.
Come on
Real
now.
talk.
Come on now.
Yeah, he need help, bro. He need real help
Yeah,
in a real way.
Donald, no, real talk. Chill out, because I don't want you to go drink. Real talk. I'm not even joking. I don't want you drinking. Getting too worked up.
I'm not getting worked up. I'm just fine. I'm waiting and listening to hear
Nah, you ain't
what somebody
fine. You
wanted
ain't
to
fine,
explain to
bro.
me.
You got too many issues on your shoulders, bro. You need some help. You need to go out and get off
don't
this
be
line. It's not good
gaslighting
for
my
you,
man. He's not wrong. His anger is not incorrect. It's not misplaced.
His anger, yes, it is. It is correct. It is
Okay.
incorrect. It's got a lot of extra weight.
No, fine.
I don't think it's.
Let-
Hear me out. Let me say this. Let me say
KB,
this.
he was literally just on the show saying he has real life problems. And what I'm
Yes.
saying is, if
Hey,
he
The
thinks
thing
all
is,
the
I'm
world is
honest.
corrupt and the
I'm
banks are
honest.
corrupt, that
I'm
might be
honest,
leading
and
to
I
his
can at
issues.
least admit it, unlike a lot of people. But
I'm not
you know, that's fine.
I'm not having
Hey, yo,
problems. I'm not battling those demons. All I'm
Okay.
saying
Yo,
is
Donald,
maybe you
Donald,
need to release
Donald.
yourself of some of this pain and suffering. And,
Yeah,
and
go-
Sick of Lies was trying to be nice actually to you. He was like, "Babe, bro,
Yo,
this
Donald.
is a lot of negative energy. Maybe this ain't the best for you and your
No,
sobriety."
And
well,
I'm
That was a real
say this too,
suggestion.
bro. I'm
Go
proud
ahead,
of you.
go
I'm
ahead.
proud of you, Donald. You
Hey,
doing
yeah,
good,
let
man.
Chris rebuttal.
Yeah, because one day at a time, real talk, alcoholism. That's something you got to battle for the rest of your life. So every day
Mhm.
every day is a challenge, man. I salute you, brother. I really do, man. Whatever it takes to stay away from that, do that. You feel me? And
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna leave on that note. Yeah, I'll be good, man.
All right, appreciate you.
Right.
Sick of
Hold
the
on. To
Live.
explain a little bit to Darnell why you would see people who do these financial crimes, why a lot of the times they don't get convicted, is because I work, for example, as an accountant, I've seen a lot of different books. I've
Mhm.
audited for the Black Lives Matter Foundation before.
Ooh,
Maybe
you're a good source.
maybe I've told this story before. I don't know if I've said it publicly before, but there was a point where we had. I'm gonna say his name too, and I'm gonna say my boss name because I think he's a piece of shit. But we had somebody called Shimalaya Bowers.
Mhm.
I don't know where the fuck he came up with that name. It's a he. I thought it was a woman at first, but Shimalaya. What he would do is every week or bi-weekly he would funnel $180,000 plus to his own personal LLC consulting firm directly from the foundation. And
Mhm.
then we also had situations where we had people there who were funneling money to their own LLC. So what they'll do is they'll have like a family member, right? They'll start an LLC and then they'll approach the foundation, send the foundation invoices, and then the foundation would pay it out as if it's like a legitimate thing, but it's really his sister. Or what he would do is he would secretly put in extra money towards his sister's catering business, where he would hire out the sister for $120,000 a year, and then at the end of it, he actually paid out $170,000 a year. He
Yeah.
paid an extra $50,000 that the organization just didn't know about. And you
Yeah.
want to know something that's interesting? Shimalaya is still there. That other guy, I forgot his name. It starts with an R. You want to know why exactly he was forced to leave the company? You never guess. But why do you think?
Probably a woman was involved, I'm assuming.
Nah, the only reason
Nope.
why he was forced to leave was because he didn't disclose it. Now, if he told everybody that he was gonna be sending his sister $170,000 a year, the
Mhm.
government wouldn't have come after him. But because he didn't tell anybody, now it's a problem because now you're not disclosing what you're actually doing.
You're right.
Well, but the issue is that fundamentally nothing changes, because the thing is like, yeah, it's being disclosed, but people aren't necessarily looking at that. People are looking to send money because they think this organization is going to do impactful work for the Black community. So you have people in churches, grandmas, cousins, uncles putting money into this pot so that they can advance the Black struggle. Meanwhile, you're really taking that money and funneling it for your own personal gain. And the government and the SEC doesn't have a problem with you funneling money for your own personal gain. as long as you disclose it. And that's just one of the fundamental problems right there. The government play the role in finance as kind of like a judge or to help keep everybody on the straight and narrow.
An adjudicator.
Exactly. They live and let live as long as you abide by some specific bylaws and you're transparent and you tell people what you're doing. Other than that, you can do pretty much whatever you want. You want to start a shady company to do some shady fucked up shit, you can do that. As long as
you pay the taxes too. You forgot that one. As long as you pay the taxes.
As long as you pay the taxes. So that's why I'm saying like ethics is not necessarily equal to 100% following the law, because you can do really, really shitty and fucked up things to people, and you can really destroy some lives while at the same time it's 100% legal. At least in America, it used to be if you did something like that, somebody would find you. But now, not really. But
here's the thing. Here's something interesting that you just brought up. You said grandma. You brought up grandma, the family, and a lot of people, a lot of churches, a lot of average people that work their asses off. And forgive me for getting on my soapbox here. I know I accuse O2O of getting on the soapbox. I'm gonna get on mine here, but it's kind of like the Wolf of Wall Street when the FBI guy goes to confront Jordan Belfort. Hey, I am working for the people. I believe in the people, and when you rip the average American citizen that believes in something that works their asses off, hell, now we're at the point where the average American has to have 2, in some cases 3 jobs just to make ends meet. And for them to have money to give to these funds and things of that nature, to me, and this has to do with the topic, about about business and street and business. You're putting street code in business. You know what I'm saying? You basically you're ripping off the honest heart. I'm sorry.
I think I brought that up earlier.
Yeah. That is a very and yes, Ronan, you did bring it up earlier. That's a very serious problem, because you're bringing, in our community, there's a reason why, we are, we have the lowest net worth, and why our net worth there, most economists are predicting that black net worth is about to turn negative in the next, 20 years.
I was saying
negative.
You're talking about nothing because you just wasted about 30 minutes talking about a bunch of nothing. And
I didn't even talk for 30 minutes.
And that's not
I didn't even talk about 30 minutes.
3 minutes, 2 seconds. You talk about nothing.
Oh, so you went from 30 minutes to 3 minutes. That's a huge difference.
What? It's so interesting that the market is available for everybody. That's why shout out to Charlie. Like you said, everything you go to the bathroom, I bring up finance. Yes, sir. I do that across the board because it's essential. I'm not up here yapping on my mouth about rappers and in the music industry. Hey, at the end of the day, we could talk about these real estate syndications, these public equities, these private equities, how it's more democratized than it is ever, how to make sure that you're investing your money in the right direction. That's all you have to do, guys. It's all possible. I made almost $400,000 last year just virtually from Thailand, just straight in the public markets. I can pull it up on screen right now if Charlie shared the screen. Let's not talk about what the hell this guy Darnell's talking about.
Show that 1099.
Let's not talk about what Darnell's talking about. Let's talk about how the business is. I don't choose the streets. I'm choosing the suites, bro. All day, every day. That's why I'm at the beach. That's why I don't have issues. I'm not coming on here crashing out. I'm trying to just tell y'all, focus on the goal.
Show a 1099 or a year-end statement.
Ronan, no.
Yes, please.
Bro, OTO always
1099. I'm not even on 1099s. Get your money up, man. It's 10Ks.
These arguments are bad.
I smell bullshit. Darnell smell bullshit.
Smell. You smell alcohol.
I'll be right
I
back.
don't care what you smell.
I smell
I
bullshit.
smell money. You smell alcohol. We different, man. Stay in your lane,
Mm-hmm.
Darnell. You talking
Stay
to a
in my
big
lane,
dog. Go
huh?
to the Lincoln.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Real quick, hold on,
Low
guys.
energy.
Hold on, guys.
Small dick energy.
Small pockets energy. I don't know nothing about no man's genitals. That's pause. That's pause type stuff. That's
That
weird.
hit different.
I don't know
Small
what that
pockets.
is. That's weird.
That's crazy.
You said small energy, so
I
You
will
said small
say,
D. That's pause. Grow up, man. That's pause. We don't do that. I don't know where you from, where y'all talk about each other's private genitals. We ain't on that. That's small. Come on now.
I will say this, OTO, you dropped some
What's up?
game to some people here because some people don't know about the SEK 10 reports and stuff like that. So I thought that was important for people to know about because if you want to research a company's financials or their tax, like if you want to look at their
Exactly. Yeah.
consolidated bank, I forgot what they call it because accountants on here, but like the SEK 10 report, the oh damn, I don't know what the word is, but I really
10K filing.
yeah, I really appreciate that because that's game because people could look and research up companies and see how companies are doing. Like, you
Yeah.
could look up Nike, Boeing, you could look up anything on there that's a publicly traded company. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
But
Exactly.
but here's the thing.
And you know what the amazing part is? That these companies since 1926, always stretching out to 2025, created over $91 trillion for shareholders. Are you going to be a part of that?
And they also ripped off shareholders.
Only 46. Okay, good. 46 company out of 29,456 are responsible for half of that 91 trillion. I'll be trying to show people and talk about like what are the assets, what are the companies that are outperforming the entire market and creating majority of the wealth. That's how I was able to 10x and get 10 baggers. That a 10 baggers over 1,000% return on my money. For over a decade, I'm 50% on the market. Like that's beating the S&P 500. That's a ridiculous amounts of return.
That's crushing the S&P 500. What
It's
you mean?
fucking crushing it. It's 10%, right?
But
High
here,
conviction,
but
diversification, Peter Lynch. Like, bro, I'm so focused, honing in it. Like, that's what we need to be talking about. But now Darnell just wants to constantly speak about, like, oh, they're scums of the earth. Okay, we heard that. We heard you say that. Congratulations. Thank you. Now, let's get to the bag because I think people want to increase their wealth. I think they want to put themselves in a position where they're financially secure. And how do they do that? By buying into a piece of these equities of these companies that are creating massive amounts of wealth. That's all you have to do is press the
and
button.
knowing the risk.
That's it. That's all
You
you gotta
forget
do.
knowing
Yeah,
the
of course.
risk.
Knowing the
All
risk,
right.
of course.
Fair.
I speak about it. I don't forget
Matter
it.
of fact,
I actually preach it. 50,
we-
20,
we-
30. I preach
we
it.
have-
Diversify
we have-
yourself through an ETF and a mutual fund. I'm preaching it all the time. I got over 700 videos of it, recording when I had no money and I wasn't a millionaire and became a multi-millionaire. It's on my YouTube.
You deleted your
I didn't
videos.
have it. Again, I still have them on the YouTube. They're just
I'm
not publicly
subscribed to.
exposed, and they've been on.
I'm subscribed
Anyways,
to your YouTube.
going back to
You
the point.
deleted
Going
that
back
shit.
to the point. It's been there. It doesn't matter if I deleted it if it's there. It was on YouTube.
Oh, now
It's
he
still
done
on
changed
YouTube.
it. That's perfect.
I
Okay.
didn't delete it. You see what I'm saying? Let's go back to the point. See, this is not even progressive. Like, what is the point of that? You're a grown black man.
Hold on a
for a
second.
second. I'm talking to you, man.
Go ahead.
Man, deny. You're a
Go
grown
ahead.
black man.
Mm-hmm.
You sound like you're not having an actually good, productive conversation with another man. If I say it's on YouTube
I have to disagree.
and I have over 700 videos, you can disagree. But to say, oh well, you deleted it, and then I say, well,
You
it's still
did.
there, and you're like, oh, da, 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 da. Anyways,
No,
going
you
back to the
even
point.
admitted you deleted
That
it.
is a good return. That is a good return in the market. At the end of the day, I show people the numbers all the time on my channel.
Perfect.
And I still do it to this day. And see, that's what I'm saying. That's Carl, Prime. Listen, guys, Charlie, that's what happens when you go out here and perform in the real world. A hater can only stand back and say, perfect. Cap, I don't care.
Listen,
That's what I love. I love sucking that energy out of your life.
I don't
That's what
hate you.
love. That's what
O2O, I don't hate you.
That's all they can say when you come in. So focus on the goal. Focus on your profits and your portfolio and grow your assets. I could talk about all the families I help. I often talk about that sometimes on my stream too. I help more people than what you're going to talk about in these videos, owning mobile home parks, industrial parks, so people can have affordable place to live. We do this. If you get your finances right, then you can control the blocks. You can control the actual places that people live in. You can make something happen. Crashing out on the internet is not getting you anywhere.
I'm not crashing out, but you know, but here's the thing: is that okay?
Real quick,
We
Darnell, hold on, real quick. I was gonna say, guys, we're gonna be in here in shortly, after a while, and I'm probably we'll be just ending shortly. But what I was gonna say, yeah, O2O, man, I like say with any and everybody, people that's watching and people that's on the panel, I prefer the money talk. I love money talk. I love people not gatekeeping and sharing goddamn insights and stuff like that. Like that's the talk that I love. But also we are here, and let's be honest. For some reason, the vast majority of people don't want to hear about getting their life better because those streams don't do well. But so much so to where I'm such a component of it. We could do a whole live on it if you willing to, OTO, because a lot of things that you do be saying, it do be hidden different. So I'm about the financial talk. I'm about like making these talks common in our community. So if you want to do that, I'm 100% with it, OTO.
Yeah, no, I got you for sure, Charlie.
Yeah.
I'm down 150% all day, every day. I'm here, man. I love this.
Yeah.
This is what I love.
Please have them on there.
Yeah, because I know we give each other crap sometimes, but at the end of the day, man, we all just individuals trying to find their way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like to be the person that's not saying, well, I made it out and everybody else says a lot, because that's what a lot of people do. They're like, I made it out. If everybody else, they need to find their own way. You know what I mean? So if it's a person like OTO that said, I have made 30 people millionaires and I'm sharing game, y'all don't want to pick it up. He talking about y'all, because I'm always here to learn how to be more efficient, how to properly expel my capital. So yeah, no, I'm with it, and shout out to you for that. And Darnell,
And then let me know when that is, Charlie, because what I want to do with that, I'll talk to my other mentee, and then I'll have him come on also, so he can talk about his experience of how he was able to, like I said before, he was like, housing ain't affordable, and then he just listened to the game plan and he ran it, and then he got a profitable duplex unit for himself, and he did that from like 0 to 4 months. He changed his life fundamentally like that, and started to earn an extra $40,000 per year because of the changes he made. He didn't have to change jobs. He didn't have to do anything. All he did was like, all right, let me stop talking. All right, what did you say? And he made the plays. So I want him up there so y'all won't just hear me talk. Y'all be like, damn, that's somebody who's still in it, because he's still growing his portfolio, looking at buying the business. But also now he's like, yo, I did it. This is right. So I usually bring him on just to show the people like, yo, this stuff is real. It's life changing. For real, for real.
That's what's up. And if you
it was cool. Hey, Charlie, this was a real cool point. He had a partner, and that partner ended up getting a degree, like, from college or whatever, right?
Right.
So his partner, she had that degree, and she put it on the wall and was like, yo, that's my degree, and da-da-da-da. And people usually do that, right, when they graduate.
Right.
And then he had a same placard, and he put it up on the wall, and she opened it up. When she was opening it up, she was like, what's this? He was like, yo, that's the $1,000 check that I got when I purchased that duplex. So he was able to acquire a $200,000 asset, and he got paid to do it. He made money buying a house in America. And he put that on the wall and said, that's what you can do when you map out and you play the game. You don't hate the player, you learn the game. So I want him to actually tell that story so people could really see, like, dang, all right, you a millionaire, you say what you say, but I want to hear from somebody average. So I usually bring him up too, so he can tell people that real life story in a real way.
I mean, you ever gonna bring up someone who doesn't have something good to say?
Nah, we got Darnell for that.
Shout out Darnell. Darnell, you got
He got them jazz. Yeah. The only thing I want to say is the gentleman that who was an accountant. Are you still with us?
KB's
Yeah,
on here.
yeah. I had to go downstairs and pick up some drinks.
Okay. So you're an accountant. Can you, since I'm illiterate, would you mind explaining to me the Fair and Accurate Credit Transaction Act of 2003, please?
I don't know what that is, bro. Just because I'm an accountant don't mean I know everything.
You got to know that one, but okay. So real quick, basically after Enron, that was a response to Enron. Okay, basically before this act, companies could say whatever they could. Man, they could say that they made $1 billion and they actually made maybe 100 million. And say, oh well, it was an accounting glitch, or that's not how we count. There really wasn't much of a standard prior to this act. All right, it fooled a lot of.
I gotta stop. Are you when you say credit? Are you talking about the Sarbanes-Oxley Act? Are you talking about that?
I believe so. I believe that's the name of the senators, I think.
Okay, the two senators. Okay, yeah, then I know what you're talking about. So it's not that.
Yeah, please.
That something like that wasn't considered fraud. It wasn't illegal. It was illegal. What the Sarbanes-Oxley Act did was basically it made executives personally liable for fraud and mismanagement and things like that.
Yep. CEOs.
They made them personally liable, and then it also established something called internal controls. So companies now needed internal controls, and their internal controls needed to be verified and whatnot, such that it was set up in a way so that it's not easy to get into the system and manipulate
Manipulate what now?
financial information.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't just put numbers in.
Exactly.
Quick question, Darnell, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You got some sizzling going on in the background. You cooking something?
That's a little dishwater.
Oh, okay.
My question is because it sounded like that was pretty accurate. Were you going somewhere with that? You was proving a point with that?
Yes. It had to do with earlier, basically 020 saying, I'm basically full of crap. But if I was full of crap, why would this act? Why would the government have to, pass legislation and stuff like that? Because basically, I know you said before it was illegal, but the thing was, those cases were so hard to prove. Nobody was really going to jail for financial fraud. Companies had been cooking the books for decades, probably long before I was born. They were cooking books. I mean, granted, you had a few companies
all the way up to the 2000s. People would get getting away with that. Is that your stance?
Yeah, people were getting away with it up until WorldCom and Enron. People were getting away with it, but that's because world
white collar crimes when it came to financial mismanagement and fraud.
Yes, and basically, but before then, people, they would cook the books just a little bit, but Enron and WorldCom changed the game. They cooked the book so bad you couldn't even. It wasn't even within the margin of error.
That's not true either, but go on.
No, it was. Look at all the people that went broke. All the people that held the pensioners in Enron. They went broke.
Not arguing that those people didn't go broke. They did go broke, and a lot of people lost a lot of money, lost their livelihood. But what happened with Enron is just a culmination of certain things. We don't talk about Enron that much in the encounter field, but it was a pivotal moment. It was
huge.
It was at that point, basically, you had auditors basically being not necessarily bought off, but the CEOs and the executives would very much massage the auditors to get the kind of opinions that they want. So Enron was taking them on dirt bike trips, vacations to Hawaii. They had their own inner circles, and they didn't want anybody in, so they could lean on those partners to basically pass off whatever they want without really scrutinizing what they had.
Yeah.
So, and you know, before in the accounting industry, there used to be a lot more respect, I guess you can say. You know, so the Anderson at the time, which was the biggest accounting company in the world,
Arthur Anderson.
Yes, Arthur Anderson, before his death, wrote the book for ethics in accounting. But as those businesses kind of grew, they kind of moved away from the roots.
Yeah. I know why Ronan's laughing too. But go ahead. I know why he laughed.
Believe it or not, it was Arthur Anderson who wrote it. The book on.
No, I believe in what you're saying. I mean, everybody has to take ethics recertification every year. That don't mean they're doing it. They just pass to get recertified. That's why I'm laughing. Really.
Man, Ronan, they were cheating on the ethics exam. They were
exactly. Somebody else was taking a fucking test for them just so they can get their CE credits in and renew their fucking licenses. I know the deal.
They fucking cheating on it. It was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well,
so the question that I was having was, Darnell, so was that in connection to anything that myself or OTO was saying?
More so OTO, you know, he was throwing me the jabs, the straights, and a couple uppercuts there. You know, I had to kind of fight back there a little bit.
You can do as you please. Again, I wasn't talking about nothing what you was talking about. Look,
No,
these
bullshit.
companies out here is winning, bruv. If you ain't a part of it and buying your way in, then you're gonna be left out. And it is what it is. You're gonna be on the side of the road
Those that
somewhere.
fail to remember the past are doomed to repeat it.
Well, my portfolio has been good for a decade. I'll
Yeah.
talk to you later. And then guess what? I can still get it back because I'm a real estate connoisseur. 100 million. Know who you talking to, little boy. Now, at the end of the day,
famous
y'all
last
guys
words.
Hey, it don't matter. See, look, people praying for your downfall, son. Praying for the downfall. I love that shit, bro. Man, well, it's gonna be your last words, and this is supposed to be a black
No,
man. In my
I said
community,
famous.
This is
I
supposed
said
to be-
famous.
This is supposed
famous
to be
last
another
words.
black man in my community. This is what
Oh,
I'm
here we
saying. I
go.
love
Here
it.
we go with the black card. Here we go with the black card.
It's
Keep
supposed to
pulling
be
the black
another
card.
brother. It's supposed to be another black man. And he's sitting up here saying that type of stuff. Y'all really think he got good intentions when he say something like that?
You know what's funny is
That's
what's his
very
name?
interesting.
What's pocket watching with JT said the same exact thing. Jay Morrison's wife allegedly called him up and said, "Why are you tearing down another black man?" when he reported on Jay Morrison's scam.
Well, nobody's reporting on me, and even if they did, I still get results. So I don't know about that, but whatever. That's an independent case.
Bro,
And
not
shout outs to
everything
that
is
guy.
about you, man. You're not at
Well, why would I talk about another guy and incriminate him? I don't know the case. He has to be investigated, innocent until proven guilty. He was trying to insinuate that Jay Morris and Pocket Watch and JT and what I was saying was correlated. That's why I made a statement about me, sir.
No,
And it ain't all about me. Charlie asked me to come on his channel and have a one-on-one video, and I said I'm going to bring someone else to talk about their story.
Yeah, but
Because it is. It's true. I can say that.
Like, oh, you know,
I just told you that. I also told you I'm going to bring somebody up here that's winning too.
Hold on. Let me finish it. Okay. Your pattern of argument is this. Okay. What does it matter? I'm winning. Oh, that's true. Well, what does it matter anyways? Because that's how it's always been. Oh, you know, well, that's not how it's always been. Well, what does it matter? That's how the world's going to be. So you just got to do what's for you. And it's like you reach a point where it's just like, can nothing at some point be discussed where you're like, okay, maybe what
No. I mean,
they should be held accountable.
everything that y'all usually discuss is, I say, for me, you have your opinion. I don't say you're wrong. I don't say that you shouldn't talk. You talk, you make your points. I make my points. I'm a grown man. You can have whatever opinion you want. That's it. Y'all have an issue with mine. That's okay. Cool. I really don't care for that neither. I just make a statement. It is what it is. People have free will and choice. That's the part that you don't comprehend, in which I'm saying. I'm still making my ways. I'm still out here online. I still got mentees. They still outperforming. They still doing great. Me and Ronan was collaborating. Charlie wants to collaborate. I'm doing the work. What do you mean?
Now that's a fact.
So at the end of the day, I'm saying that is what it is because people have choice.
Y'all do know I have a whole nother channel. I talk about
Wealth Talks, Legacy Walks.
Legacy
Know about it.
But nobody comes to that channel. They want the fucking drama. So I come
But that's
over here.
cool.
Too. That's
Guess
a whole
what?
nother
We
channel.
still gonna do it though.
You know what I mean?
We still gonna do it. I don't care. The people that want to pull up will pull up. The people who don't, I don't care. I'm not saying nothing. They got free will and free choice. So when I say it is what it is, that's what I mean. I mean people have free choice. If they want to worry about something else, then they worry about something else. Cool. What I'm supposed to do? Stay up late night pulling my hair out because people don't want to pull up? Nah, it's their choice. It's their life. They make a choice. But I ain't gonna go out here and fight for them. We had an open panel. People could come up and pull up and learn this game. That's it. Now, if somebody want to come and be like, well, the game is rigged and da-da-da. Okay, you can go unsolve mysteries and go out there and play detective and do that. I ain't stopping your freedom neither. So when I say I'm winning, and then I also say other people I know is winning, and I'm gonna bring them up on the show so they could talk about their victories, I think that's good. Lead them by example. That's how I do it. That's it. I don't want to discuss other people who don't want to participate or who's struggling. If they want to come to me and say, hey, man, I'm struggling with my finances. What's up with some budgeting, with some techniques? I got the open door policy, bro. Like, come on. You don't see me on here talking about, hey, man, let me get some money so you can talk to me.
That's what's up. We definitely gonna build from that just because if it's a way that I could be involved and not just be involved, but I can learn from it too, man, I'm all from it. I'm all for it just because we need more of that in our community. You know what I mean? There's so many people that's gatekeeping, there's so many people that once they made it, they try to pull up the ladder so they can shit on people that's below them. But if you got people that's actually out here doing the work, I think it's not just a noble cause. I think it's something that should be applauded.
But then, Charlie, that's one of the big reasons they wonder why people don't come back or why people don't want to, because that's what happens.
Yeah.
You come back and you got people like, yo, shut up. Oh, you rich, you exception to the rule. Oh, you talking about you, da-da-da-da. But the rapper's allowed to tell his story, right? About his struggles. But a square come up and tell his struggles.
Oh, I like the way you tied that in, bro.
Come on.
Nah, that was yeah.
I mean, but OTO, you know that's kind of a false equivalency, though.
Is it?
We're
There we
not
go.
arguing about whether or
Forever
not
got
you-
rebuttals. Go ahead.
Hold on. We're not arguing about whether or not you could be personally successful or successful on an individual level. What we're talking about is systemic. When we look at the data and we look at the information, it's systemic.
Okay, you got it. You got
But
it.
who
It's
allows
systemic.
it to be systemic?
No,
Is
no,
it
no.
you, your parents?
They got
Who's
it. They
doing
got it. It's systemic because I knew it's systemic because when I went to go fill out the loan application, it was systemic and it stopped me. When I went to go open up a brokerage account, it
here
was
we go.
systemic and it stopped me. When I went to go, no, see, look, here we go. You talk about
Yeah,
your
'cause
reality.
you're-
It's systemic
you're
for
going-
you got it. But when I go,
Way in left field.
no problems.
I mean,
That's
he's
not way
being a
left
bit
field.
of-
Those are
I
those,
think he knows
those,
what I'm
those,
talking about,
those
but
are the
he's kind of
literal
being a-
actions that I took. Those are the literal actions I took. And I also do another channel, This Is Risky. I got 20 people or 14 people over there who changed their lives. Every Thursday I do it on a Discord for another guy in his channel. So I just provide gems, bro. Some people pull up, some people don't. And it's not systemic because they all went and they all got brokerage accounts. There we go. That's it.
KB, did you notice
If y'all
that
hear the
he
message, do y'all
KB,
thing.
did you notice KB, did you notice that he never actually responded to what you actually said?
Bro,
It was just a
you know,
bunch of
I don't need to.
grandstanding.
I don't need to. I'm
listen,
having my
Darnell,
conversation.
like,
KB believe it's systemic
I
and
ran
nobody else can
into-
do it. That's okay.
I
That's his
ran
opinion.
into OTO multiple times. You know,
Yeah.
I got the brokerage. I got all. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm gonna just keep it a buck with a lot of people out there, and a lot of
Mhm.
people ain't gonna want to hear the sheets either. bro, if you make less than $60,000 a year, nigga, you're not even in the game. If I'm being honest with you, if you make that amount and you don't have some way to be able to make substantial, you're not even in the game. Most people ain't even in the game.
Well, unless you're in Mississippi. If you're in Mississippi, 60 grand is good money in Mississippi.
Of course, I'm not saying it can't be good money, but certainly probably not retirement money.
I wasn't making six figures. I was making 35,000 in the military. That was my inception of my money in investing.
So sometimes it's like you just gotta let people kind of pass through because they're not necessarily gonna get it. It's like because at some point you gotta wonder. It's like really or Martin Luther King has been talking about before he died had been talking about the same thing for at least 15 years at that point. I mean,
so we can't talk.
You don't gotta be a genius to see it. You go to Boca Raton, it's all white. You go to Pompano Beach, and every single person that you see on the street is black. Come on,
the
man.
only way out of your circumstances is either you're going to be a rap star, you're going to be some kind of fucking athlete, or you're going to be a drug dealer. That's the way our community thinks. Any other way, there ain't no way. Y'all don't want to fucking think of any other ways out besides
no, that's
being
not.
out in the streets. Being out in the streets.
Why it's that way.
Sports. Y'all want to go ahead and play sports? Go ahead.
We need to
but watch this, Roden. The Asians are winning though. The Asians beating the whites. You forget about them, the minorities.
Right. The Asians aren't beating the whites.
Yes, they do. They have way more wealth.
No, they do.
They have wealth. They do. So even Darnell, he agreed. So okay.
No,
you got it. You're right. You're right. Okay, KB.
When you look at,
I'm gonna look at back up in the United States. Look at the highest incomes in the United States. It starts
not only
off
income,
Asian,
but net worth too.
Asians are beating out the Indians, and I'm talking Indians from India.
Oh, I was going to say
they don't even come close to what white people are making.
Because we go in circles with this one every time, and I keep trying to remind people, I'm like, hey,
it's net worth too, though.
You know, when you look at the whites and you look at it as a degree, they're doing pretty well. And I think
here's the thing, though, KB.
Asians are doing the best.
Hold on. The Asians that you guys are seeing coming in, those are the most well-to-do Asians from Hong Kong, Beijing, and other parts of Asia.
Filipinos are making a high income. What are you talking about?
Vietnamese.
Filipinos make a high income in America. Go look it up.
Well,
and run it. It's not just also it's also not just income. It's also net worth. So they're outperforming, and they're outperforming mainly because of their instrument as a brokerage account. They open up more brokerage accounts than most white people, so they outperform. Even though they have a 401k in businesses and real estate, that's usually equal with white people. It all comes from brokerage account outperforming.
You guys even looked at what happened a few years ago. China had to close all their banks when their what was it, green something real estate organization broke down, because that's where all their money was, is in real estate. They literally closed all their banks because they couldn't support the Chinese people panicking, because that's what they do with their money.
Yeah, there's zombie banks now.
And shout outs to Jensen. That's a great example. He came in here as a teenager. He runs the richest company and the most valuable company in the world. But I guess it's systemic. Should have stopped him though. I guess he didn't get trapped up on that one.
Again, when we talk about some of these Asians who come to this country and they do very, very well, I'm not saying that they don't deserve it. I'm not saying they ain't work hard. But people need to understand these are not middle and lower class Asians. We don't talk about the Laotians or the Vietnamese or the Nepalese or any of these other people who also come from Asia, who also don't do too well.
Jensen was a
usually when we talk about types of Asians,
literally, in order for you to get a decent job here in the Philippines, everybody has to graduate from college.
Jensen was a busboy. Shout out to being a busboy. He worked at Denny's. He scrubbed more toilets than anybody on this panel. He didn't even come here with his family. He came under adoption program, and that was it. He got it from the mud. Shout outs to Jensen for doing that. So again, but you know, who cares? Shout outs to the people that are going to listen to this message, maybe be on the panel and some in the panel. They're just going to take it and they're gonna take
even
it in
low
strides
key
and
has
make
it.
accomplishments.
Hey, highlight what low key just said.
Up there already highlight, but which one?
Oh, the one he just
Talking about the
broke out
Asian
about the Asians outperforming. Yeah. But what did I say? Ultimately, it comes down to your families, or you can let that be a fucking an excuse. O2O did it without a complete family. I did it without a complete family. There's plenty of people can perform without complete families. To use families as the only factor of why somebody is or is not successful isn't necessarily true. It's your drive.
But
There
Ronan,
we go.
look, how many
drive.
people statistically in your same position who come from single mother households? I'm not talking about personally you. Individual success, I think, is great. But when we look at the statistics and the outcomes for these people,
That's
it
all I can
paints
do,
a
man.
clear
That's all
picture.
I can do. That's all I can do. All you can do is focus on what you can do and the people that you can assist. That's it. Everybody has a choice.
How come here's the thing. How come every other immigrant country can come here and exploit the rules to benefit themselves, but we sit in this country, grow up in this country, should know the rules, and don't know how to exploit it? Every politician is exploiting the way they invest. You got Nancy Pelosi with 1,600% returns on her fucking investments. Mirror her fucking ass. And there's actually websites that go out and say what her husband's investing. There's so many different ways to exploit
capitaltrades.com.
for you to figure out a way in order to make money in this country, and we're too lazy to even look. But other countries come here and they exploit, look, and figure it out. How come we can't?
And
We can't blame it on just the fact that we're growing up in single mother homes.
No. That in Ronan, that's the problem. When I'm just trying to give the strategy, that's it. The same strategy, right? Like the ways you can do it. Most of the message I get is, "Oh, bro, that's you. Everybody can't do it. It's systematic. You talking about yourself. You deception to the rule." They make me special. I swear to God, I might be coming from Krypton the way they talk about Sean. They talk about I'm the Dawn. I'm like, bro, I'm not that special. Literally. I just stopped saying that, and I just started to fill out the applications, and I started to allocate the funds. That's it. That's it. That was the only key. But no, you can't, bro. It's systematic. No. So that's the biggest issue. It's just people just believing what they want to believe, and then just disregarding the information you're trying to impart on them. That's it. You're not even in the game unless you do this and and the list goes on and on. That's the biggest reason.
But the
Like
thing
said,
is
it's all about drive. It's all about drive, especially in 2026 or the 2000s with the internet. Prior to that, I'm not really going to speak on that. It was a little bit way harder to get sourced information and figure out the game. But now, nah, man. The internet's there. YouTube's there. The tools are right in front of you. And I don't judge myself through every single black-skinned person. I can't do that. I can only live one life. That's all I can do. I will never judge myself based on the participation of people with the same skin color as me and just decide that, oh, I can't help. Oh, it's a deeper issue. Nah, people just make choices, and that's their right. And it is what it is. I got to be okay with that.
Y'all got to understand, I grew up before there was DEI. I grew up before there was equal rights. I had to be better if I wanted to fucking work. Period. Point blank. And I had to be 5 times better because the Good Old Boy Network was in full effect. Meaning if they knew somebody that worked in that company, they were a fucking shoe-in. They could be plumb dumb. It didn't fucking make a difference. They knew
or married in the family.
Right. So y'all had every advantage to win. And all I hear are fucking excuses.
Wait, let me ask you something real quick, Ronan. With any other group that came to America, would they say that when they came, they had America open them with welcome arms and systematically allowed them inside the system?
Let me tell you, I used to work for GTE before they changed their name. I had to compete against old Russian salesmen, Italians. Man, if you didn't have thick skin, man, they fucking scare you up out of there just talking about you.
Especially Italians.
And if you didn't have the drive, you get run up out of that bitch. So I didn't have an easy life when it came to making it.
Verizon.
Y'all
GTE
wanted
was Verizon.
Right.
all
Yeah.
had y'all,
GT.
all y'all
Verizon bought
wanted
GT.
is laid out on a platter where you don't have to fucking do any work, no research, don't have to gain any knowledge.
Yes.
You want it laid out for you,
You can look that
like
up.
you're entitled
Yeah.
to it. No, you got to go out and fucking get that shit.
Shout out to
Like
Yeah.
everybody else does.
But I'll say this is that at the same time too, as OTO had mentioned, the internet, while it is a wonderful tool, it is a double-edged sword. You know,
everything has
there's
its pros and its cons, bro.
yeah,
Everything
absolutely,
does.
absolutely.
If you want to focus
You know,
on
but
if you wanna, it's people that
but there was there.
in years because there's so much crime outside. Like you want to focus on the bad, you will never do anything.
No, it's not about focusing on the bad. It's just you have to be realistic and be mindful of what's out there. Okay, you can't
Mindful
you
of
can't
results.
just you can't just have you can't just have the rosy scenarios. Otherwise, you become delusional.
So I've been in telecommunications.
You've been a what?
Me personally, I've been in telecommunications for 24 years. So I think I can
Okay.
speak on a little bit, just a little bit. I've been in telecommunications for 24 years. So I
Mhm.
think I can speak on a little bit. All right.
Mhm.
So when I tell you that GTE
When you
bought out Verizon, Verizon bought out GTE, that's something I know for facts. And I wish everybody on the panel push back,
Mhm.
because I know this. Let's push back,
Mhm.
let's push back.
Go ahead.
I don't think anybody can push back on that, especially if you. Well,
I want to push back.
don't know.
Push back on what?
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on.
I'm waiting for the
Because
punchline.
there's no pushback.
Pushback on what?
That's what I went on too. But sir, you act like you want to push back. So I have to put you in your perspective and say, hey,
Push back on what though?
I know.
Here's the thing, John Jay Holiday, brother.
yes,
I'm not pushing back on you because look, I've been in the communications field since it's been around. Damn near.
Mhm.
Let me say this. When I was in the military. I started around computers when they were 8088s. Walked all the way through that. You heard me say when I got out.
You go back to dolls. You go
Yes.
back to dolls.
Yeah, even COBOL programming. Basic programming through ones and zeros. Before that, I've been around, man. I just haven't fell out of the game. I've been around and watched all this shit grow. That's why I'm saying all these kids are using these excuses when there shouldn't be any, because I had it way harder before all this shit was there that made it convenient.
Here's one. Let me read a quote really quickly, and I want to especially communication guy. I apologize. I don't know your name. What was it? Johnny or something?
It's John.
John. Jay Holiday. Jay Holiday. Got you.
There you go.
All right. So I want to read a quote. I wanted you to tell me who it's from. The speed of communication is wondrous to behold. It is also true that speed can multiply the distribution of information that we know to be untrue. Who said that?
What the hell?
Who said that?
I don't even know who said that, and I've been around just as long as him.
Edward R. Murrow, one of the greatest journalists. Okay, and that is where I think the problem lies today.
Journalist, that's your problem.
Well,
listen to
you want to laugh at Edward R. Murrow. He was the greatest journalist of all time.
Don't care.
Of course you don't. You don't care about history. You don't care about facts.
Tell me about the greatest money manager.
You tell me since you know.
I ain't give a damn about no journalist.
Mm-hmm. Edward R. Murrow. But the point is that quote is that quote is extremely important to I think the issues. Yes. No, the issues that the youth has today. There is just, again, we have information at our fingertips. As OTO had pointed out, we got information at our fingertips. The problem is how many of the crypto scam bros you got out there. All the options people that trying to tell you how to gamble.
Problem is
you called me by my name. You said Holiday, right?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. You called me by my name. You called me by
Go
my
ahead.
name. You said by my name, Jay Holiday, right?
Yes, you said that already.
What's your name, sir?
Darnell.
Darnell.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Now you good? You good?
Bot. Okay.
Say again.
I built a bot, right? That trace for me daily on Coinbase.
Oh boy. Coinbase.
Let me tell you again. Let me tell you again, because if you didn't understand, if you didn't hear me again, I built a bot. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, you fuck with a real engineer, huh? And I tried to do this for a fact because I told him when I was building a bot, I built a bot. Let's listen again. Because again, I built a bot that trades for me daily on Coinbase. Can you do that?
No, I have no programming experience whatsoever.
Oh, you don't have no programming experience, so you don't know Python. I'm not gonna.
No, I have no idea about Python. I have it on my computer. I tried and I failed.
You fucking with a real engineer here. Sorry, Charlie.
But what does that have to do with the quote and what I said?
No, what it has to do with the quote? What it has to do with the quote? Let me tell him, Jay Holiday. Jay Holiday, let me tell him. What it has to do with the quote is you got two old goats that still have that go get it attitude, just like O2O is saying, and we went out and got it out of the mud. Even though the technology changed, we're still smart enough to figure it out and keep pushing forward. He's been in the business over 24 years. He said that. That was way before bots came out. That was way before AI. But somehow he can figure it out. You're younger than him, but you can't figure it out.
No, I probably, if I put my mind to it, I probably could. I'm just not interested in programming.
You want a ready-made solution, like I said.
I built something that has nothing to do with programming. I use Excel, Microsoft Excel. It works.
Okay.
Old school.
So all right. Oh,
I don't know. I'm gonna have to check the score effects on this little whatever. Go ahead.
But it's the second part of the quote.
Hey, so Clyde right now is better than ChatGPT.
Yep. Cloud code.
But we're not talking about that yet.
No, we're not. Like the second part of the quote is the important part. The speed can. It is also true that speed can multiply the distribution of information we know to be untrue. That is the problem. So all your programming knowledge, that's all well and good, okay? But it has nothing to do with the problems of the Black community. It has nothing.
Let's go.
So, well, I think it's relative. You got several black men that are sitting on this panel that are sitting here saying,
because he says he knows about Claude and all these other programming logic. Okay, great.
But you're making excuses when everybody else is sitting on this panel saying there are solutions out there. Y'all just don't want them.
Hold on now. Hey, you know.
But I haven't heard any substance. No, where's the meat? Where's the potatoes? Where's the beef? You remember that commercial? Where's the beef?
Oh, where's the beef at? Oh, where's the beef at?
Man,
I
where's the
proved it
beef?
to you.
Okay, well, yeah. See, no, and where that come in is furthering
Derek,
when
I proved it to you already.
when OTO had one of his mentees come up, and he said like he's just not talking about it, he's actually doing the work that he's talking about. That's where the proof come in. That's where the substance come in. You know what I mean? So you just can't.
That's the substance, exactly.
I
Yeah.
hear
So
filler.
what
It ain't
do you mean by
regurgitating
filler?
talking points from journalists. It ain't regurgitating history. It's out here making it. See, you
Those that
read
fail to
history.
remember the
Nah, cut it out.
past
Cut it
are
out. I'm
doomed to
talking.
repeat it.
I'm talking. Yeah,
These
you can
are
say that. You
facts.
said it before. We
These are
heard that.
facts.
I'm out
You
here
ask me,
making
you
history.
ask
You
me.
reading about it. That's the big difference. So I ain't got time for that. We out here making it. We out here changing people's lives. You can read all the dates. You can read all what happened, who said what. Let me read a quote from a journalist who said this. Damn that journalist. I'm trying to figure
Damn
out what's
Edward
the
R.
place, what's the
Murrow?
movement.
Do you
Damn
know who
that
Edward R.
journalist.
Murrow is?
I don't care. Do you know who Peter Lynch is? Do you know who
Yes,
Warren Buffett is?
yes, I
Do
know.
you
I
know
know
who
who.
Jensen
Yes.
is? Do you know who Tim Cook is? That's
Oh,
what I care
Yes.
about.
hold on.
Innovators,
Give me an
technicians,
opportunity.
engineers.
Hold
I
on.
don't care about a journalist. I don't
Hold
care.
on. Give me an
That's
opportunity
me. You care about it.
to kind of say something too, because I
Yeah,
think
go ahead,
when you
KB.
say something like that, you really reveal your ignorance. Because I would also
Cool.
add,
My pockets will stay ignorant. The wealth will stay ignorant.
I will
The assets will stay ignorant.
I will
It
also
gets that way.
I will also say that if you're well read, right, anybody, you can pick up the book called Titan about John Rockefeller's life, and you can actually get insight into his secret letters and all these different letters, and get a better idea of what was happening in the United States. What people need to understand, capitalism or the business world in its most primal form, and this is written from Rockefeller, from the horse himself, and he says that the nature of capitalism is cooperation, but not cooperation in the way that it seems. It means if you have two stores, two competing, you buy, you merge, and you create a monopoly or a trust or some entity to control pricing, and by controlling the pricing, you're able to lock in profits and sell those things, right? And what people need to kind of
screen is that?
I don't
Yeah,
do
what?
some not.
Hold on, let me move
I read the whole enchilada.
Oh, okay.
The point that I'm trying to, even if you look at someone like Warren Buffett, for example, and you read and you look at not only his speeches, but on top of looking at his speeches, but his annual reports, you realize it's like he talks about a lot of those types of people. Certain people are not everybody's necessarily gonna have market skills. Somebody needs to be a farmer. Somebody needs to do a lot of the essential jobs that enable to function. And those people, I don't think it's wrong to ask for them to be taken care of, especially when
No. I think it's wrong for them to be actually taken care of.
man,
They grown men.
No,
But
Warren
let me.
Buffett, and when he says something you don't agree with, then
I don't care what Warren. I don't care about that.
Oh, okay,
Listen,
okay.
at the end of the day, this is what. We heard you, and I got the John D. Rockefeller. I got the John D. Rockefeller right here. But the way the system is working currently, this is why I say I don't talk about people becoming millionaires by being an entrepreneur. I tell them how to do it as employees. You have to allocate your capital appropriately. If you're misallocating your capital, which is your actual wages, inappropriately, it's not about wage stagnation. It's about asset stagnation.
Jay Morrison.
When I usually are talking about something, I'm talking about it from the perspective of making a 9-to-5 person more aware about equity, about their equity stock purchase plans, their RSUs, and then making them more aware about the actual public equity market and how they could actually not only have a 401k, but as Ronan Austin talks about, their Roth, traditional, and etc., IRA. These are the things that they lack understanding of. But if you allocate your capital in that direction, there is a sure path for you to be able to actually be able to financially sustain yourself down the road after 30 years. Minimum. So at the end of the day, this is what we're saying. This is how people can take care of themselves. through proper allocation and actually being a capital allocator of their own funds that they get from wages, that they get from side hustles, whatever. I don't care what the source of the revenue is. You just got to know what to do with the money. And this is something that is also missing across the board. That's it.
But that's
how
the
you
problem.
take care of people. Me wishing up a dream that the whole system changed and it's just start giving out free money and it start taking care of you. Can run that play all you want. You can run the play. I'm not even saying nothing. Run the play. Run the play. Go to the Madami route. Run the play. I ain't saying nothing.
020 likes to go to extremes.
I'm talking to the guys
he goes to
who are
extremes.
going to invest and make it happen. Run the Madami play. Hope that we can change the structure and we just open up free money. Cool.
Real quick. Shout out Misha. What's up?
Right. Demon.
Misha,
You know, Charlie,
Misha, you're muted.
Charlie, I really gotta mention something too, because sometimes this is really kind of what obsessed me with not only the black community, but sometimes with black folks in general. You know, it's to me just such a lack of understanding, because from my perspective, I'm like, dude, when society is fucked up or when white people ain't getting what they need, they go out and protest. They put political people in power. They get programs for themselves. They get loans for themselves. They create Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. They get loans to move out from the inner cities to the suburbs. They do all this shit. No one fucking sits down and tell them you're just looking for a handout. No one's telling the guy who lives in Timbuktu in the Midwest that he needs to go out and he needs to go do for himself and he needs to do this and that and this. And they create programs. They create a bunch of things in the Appalachians to help these people retool. But then with black folks, we have this mentality: I'm gonna dig it out the mud. I'm gonna dig it out the mud. And motherfucker, 40 years later after King died, and he was talking about the same thing. Here we are, still at the motherfucking bottom. Come on, man.
That's a good point.
No damn mud. I ain't in no damn
that's
mud.
A very good
Shout
point.
out to somebody else. They ain't in the mud too. They in the club. Look like black people doing well.
Good for you.
Doing well for themselves.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to them.
That's one black man.
Here because they partying.
That's one black man doing well. Awesome.
See, look. That don't even sound real. That's one black man doing well. That was two. That was the black family. Get your mind right.
To Columbia, that doing that well. I know a bunch of broke people to Columbia who ain't got shit. Come on, man. No, I'm sorry, Charlie. Go ahead.
I just lived in the black city known as Detroit, but hey, what do I know?
Detroit, no. My people's.
Don't blame Detroit.
Man,
don't blame Detroit. Anton Detroit winning. Don't blame Detroit.
Detroit was a shithole. Detroit was a shithole.
You the reason why it is. You the reason why it is.
Man, Detroit became a shithole back in the 70s. I wasn't born until 86.
You the reason why it ain't.
How the hell?
You the problem.
How the hell am I responsible for Detroit becoming a shithole? I didn't.
Nothing to do with it. You laugh for no reason, brother. You laugh for no reason.
I didn't.
I came out of Detroit, and they got no problems. I got brothers that I've known for over 30-something years, own their own businesses.
Well, that's great.
No, so what does Detroit got to do with anything? That don't stop no fucking.
It has a lot to do because it was a black city where you couldn't even find a grocery store in Detroit. There's a liquor store on every corner, but not a grocery store.
You don't understand.
I bet y'all was going.
Listen.
Hell yeah.
See, there you go. Especially you. You was going too. So that's
I was a child. I couldn't go to the damn liquor store.
Where you come from makes no difference. Where you come from makes no difference. 020 came from Baltimore. I came from Baltimore. People can come out of Detroit. People can come out of the worst situations in the world and still fucking make it, but yet and still you got immigrants come over here out of fucking extreme poverty making it. You are coming over
but it has to do with what KB just said. Did you not hear what KB just said?
No,
Did you not hear
I
what
believe
KB
you're
just
right.
said?
I believe you're right. I believe you and KB are right,
KB is
especially
not
you,
only
Darnell.
not an authority, but KB will tell you himself that the taxes he does, they look at every fucking loophole to take advantage of holding on to the wealth, not paying your fucking taxes.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
You need loss in order to keep most of your money, and you can do that in very fucking inventive ways.
Oh yes.
Real quick, guys. Hold on. Let me address what is it, friend zone? What do you mean by that? He said you're black. Good. I've been black for 58 years myself. F what Mr. Charlie has going on. I don't care. Are you saying Mr. Charlie as in like the black community? Like,
I think he might say Mr. Charlie like a white person. Are you talking Mr. Charlie like a white person?
Yeah, I think that's a white person.
Charlie,
I think it's an old school reference of a white person more so than
Yeah.
you, Charlie.
Yeah. Mr. Charlie used to be derogatory for a white person.
Okay, Mr. Charlie. Okay. I thought it was what's that song? Don't blame it on Mr. Charlie. You know, I'm still like my mom and them just play this shit like some shit like that. But I thought that's what he was referring to. But yeah, with that being said, guys, man, this has been an excellent live. It's definitely still spirited, but I gotta get ready to get up out of here. So anybody got anything they want to say before we get up out of here? Because I got to get up out of here. But this has definitely been a great live. A lot of people. I love live when we get the chance to talk about money and elevating. I think we need more of that in the community. And no matter what anybody think about anything, more information could lead to more production. So there's that. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking with it. So. Anybody got anything that they want to say before we get up out of here? I'm not talking about.
My biggest thing is, like I said, when I came on.
In words.
My biggest thing was like when I first came on, is like, look, we can talk about gangsters and street cred and all this other shit, but that don't do you no fucking good. I'm glad the conversation switched over to the minutia of business and how it gets done. At least somebody's picking up something if they're really listening. But at the end of the day, all this other shit about the streets, we didn't grow up like that. That's not our community. It's a small portion of the community that has overshadowed everything that was the black community. Y'all need to get out of that shit. Stop replicating it. Stop pushing it. Stop even listening to it. Because that's what is affecting our culture more so than anything else. The fact that you're self-identifying with something that's not you and not our culture. And that's all I got to say.
Shout out to you. Darnell, you want to say anything before we close out? Like I said, once again, it's just closing words. It's not a conversation. If you want to like sum up everything that you were saying throughout the screen with something brief and straight to it, the floor is yours, good brother.
Yes, sir. I just want to say, first of all, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. Pleasure to be with everybody here on the panel. This is really insightful. Very happy to be a part of this conversation. It's a very important conversation, one that needs to be had, and hopefully, people have some ideas to get inspired on how to fix the issues, because we do have. I know we all disagree on the panel, but we do have issues in our community, and I think we all agree on that part, on that front, but. We just disagree on what the problem is. But hey, it's a start, I wish I had time to show you guys my calculator I built. I may not have any programming knowledge, but like I said, I rock it old school with a spreadsheet with Microsoft Excel, but
And if you got that in the cloud code, it'll make a fucking app for you. But hey, you'll figure that out eventually. But go ahead.
Not only that, you'll have time later, like on another screen.
Yeah. I'm not going to go into that.
Talking about money. This is not our first time talking about money or being.
Yeah.
So I'm sure to come around again.
Yeah, no problem. And hopefully I can show you guys what I've been working on. But I've been working on it for months.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
But it is based on history. I know some of you guys may feel, okay, yeah, I spend too much time in history books. But again, those that fail to remember the past are always doomed to repeat it. Everything is cyclical. and it will come back, you know. So just always keep that as a lesson. And you know, the devil's favorite sin is vanity. You know, that's how he gets you. And I think you know, in the Black community, I think that vanity, you know, is a huge problem. You know, so I just want to say that. And
Depending on your religion.
yeah, I mean, well, I don't want. Well, this is closing remarks, so, but yeah. Again, thank you for having me. Hopefully, you know, somebody learned something today.
Well, I pick up something every day. That's kind of a personal goal of mine. So definitely appreciate you, Darnell, for pulling up and just being able to be in the spirited debate without it going too far. So definitely appreciate that. Who we got next? Jay Holiday, you want to say anything on the way out, good brother?
I want to say, hey, my people, I love y'all. I love y'all. I get a little feedback, but I love y'all. So, but I got a little pushback. But that's for another day. Derek, come back another day.
Yeah. I can tell y'all this. I'm gonna holler at Misha and them. Look like they're in the club. But if they don't go live tomorrow, I will. So it'll be more sooner than later. Than if they don't go live. If they do go live tomorrow, I'll definitely go live on Monday. So no, we definitely be able to rekindle some points that we want to.
That's what's up.
To elaborate on. I'm just trying to get used to having shorter lives so I could do more lives. That's all. So shout out to you, Jay Holiday, man. Appreciate you pulling up, man. It's been a while since we done conversed online. You know, me and you talk a lot in the back office, but it's been a while since you and I conversed it online. So it's definitely good to have you, good brother.
You already know.
For sure. KB, you got anything that you want to close out with?
I mean, not really. I pretty much said my whole piece. I think the Black community is doomed. Jump from the ship as fast as you can. That's pretty much about it.
Okay. Well, shout out to you for that, man. Like,
I'm like, bro, if this is the conversation we had, nigga, we doomed, bro. We doomed. You can't even.
He does have a point.
You know,
he has a point.
If we can't even find like some kind of solution, like, bro, we've been doing the same thing for the last 4 years.
All I can say is y'all need to get some tougher skin, man. Y'all shoot fun for motherfucking sensitive.
Well, but Ronan, it's kind of like we can't even agree on where to go to. You know, hey, let's all go to breakfast, but we can't agree. We can't even agree where to go.
Ain't nobody gonna have no kumbaya.
Hey, that's some white folk shit,
bro.
Darnell. I can tell you. Don't nobody care about where we having breakfast. We only care about where we doing business.
Oh, you picking up some of the shit whether you
agree but we can't even agree on where to do business.
Misha, she trying to show you.
I can't even agree that Black people are poor, bro. Come on, man.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you have to stop it. That's my gente.
Misha put in the comments she love Colombia, but I'm about
you have to stop it, my gente.
One time. Shout out to Misha for that. Shout out to my good brother Rainier. They out there kicking up shit.
Discoteca.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out. Shout out to you, friends.
But my head thing, part of the breaking. Wow.
Right. Oh shit. Let me take that down. Shout out to you, friends, on being active in the chat. Let me. Oh yeah, man. I was like,
I appreciate you coming through, friend zone. Thank you for coming through.
What I do to friend zone?
Nah, he wasn't talking about you. That's an old school reference for White T Man.
Yeah. He put it in the chat. I'm just referring to his like,
us older guys, we know that.
Yeah, but that's what I was thinking. Friend zone. Like your narrating skills, nigga. Like your moderating skills. You ain't know shit like.
Hey, Ronan. Hey,
Yeah.
Ronnie, I gotta get a little reset, man. I gotta go to fucking Dominican Republic, bro.
I'm sitting in the
Yeah,
Philippines, bro. I'm already
and
reset.
always
You already there?
Yeah, I'm sitting here, man. Let me turn my camera on,
That's
man.
a
I've
fact.
been here. I've been here almost a year in May.
Oh, you feel
All right.
we got.
I'm about to hit.
So the last person is OTO,
Yeah.
man. You want to say
OTO,
anything before we
yeah.
get up out of here, OTO?
Yeah. Look. Blood.
I
Blood of the
I need a
covenant.
little reset.
Blood of the covenant is thicker than water of the
Thicker than
womb.
water of the womb. Absolutely.
My people is people who think like me, like-minded individuals. I have nothing against other people. They have different opinions, and I don't even disagree. You live one life. You have free will. You make your choices. God bless you.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And so at the end of the day, that's what I stand on. I don't even think of like people be like, oh, we up here disagreeing. I don't disagree with nothing nobody said. Because at the end of the day, it's your life.
Yep.
It's your opinions and it's your results. I'm speaking to my points and what I know to be true. And if individuals want to join the brotherhood, the covenant of the blood that's thicker than water of the womb, then we can make moves in a real way, helping people out each and every day, and definitely myself. So shout outs to capitalism, shout outs to USA, shout outs to John D. Rockefeller, because the hate don't get you nowhere. John D. Rockefeller, after Teddy, got richer, 5 times richer after they broke up his Standard Oil. So he ain't do nothing but get richer. I focus on the same goal for myself and everybody else, the kings that want to follow me. Shout outs to everybody, Charlie. I look forward to that. So let me know, Charlie, whenever you want to do that. We can hit it back in the streams. Shout outs to Wealth Talks, Legacy Walks, Big Man Ting, yeah. That's what we do. And shout outs to Charlie pushing in a positive direction. And I love to talk money talk at the end of the day. Much respects to everybody on the channel.
Absolutely appreciate it. Appreciate each and every one of you guys pulling up and conversing in the matter that we do. I know we get a little bit spirited sometimes, but we all show respect to each other as men, and that's something that I come to appreciate over here on this side of the internet. So this is Charlie Chan with Charlie Chan TV. Always remember to like, put on the notification, and subscribe. In reverse order, you know what I mean? So subscribe, put on the notification, and like. But this is Charlie Chan with Charlie Chan TV, and we are out. Y'all have a blessed one.
Man, you better have that loaded. What you doing?
No, it's supposed to be
I know you loaded that outro.
Charlie Chan.
We're still live.
No, we're still live. We're still live. You on?
Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out the travel corner, the undisputed global contender, TV. Yeah. Bell ring, ding. Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan. Step in the ring, yeah, he the man. Passport stand, I watch him land. Heavyweight moves, world in his hands. Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan. Gloves laced tight, camera in hand. Every city turned to a fan. Main event, every time he land. Walk in the ring like Rio Carnival. Brazil nights, feel unstoppable. Boca Chica sand, tactical. Blue mall drip, fashionable. Oxy vibes, traveler excellence. Yacht life, waves that presence. Designer breakfast, elegance. Camera steady, intelligence. Mr. Flight still made it, turn setbacks into greatness. Every L built patience, now the arena shaking. He don't throw punches, he throw punches. Left hook angles, confidence. Right hook at his dominance. Heavyweight grind, no nonsense. Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan. Step in the rain, yeah, he the man. Passport stand, I watch him land. Heavyweight moves, world in his hand. Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan. Gloves laced tight, camera in hand. Every city turned to a fan. Main event, every time he land. Carnival lights, championship. Brazilian nights, ownership. Ocean waves, that motion grip. Camera lock, no focus slip. Every vlog like title defense. Every upload makes silence tense. Algorithm can't stop the champ. He move global, no fence. Polo, fresh, clean, fit. Breakfast, views, leap, mix. He saying rounds, 3-minute clips. Every trip hit peak, Matt tricks. He ain't loud, but the moves speak. From Island Heat to city streets. From turbulence to front row seats. Now the whole crowd on their feet. They doubted the vision, he tightened the gloves. They questioned the grind, he rose above. Now the lights flash bright, every city prime time. Every vlog prime time, yeah, prime time. Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan. Main event across the land, yeah. From beachside sand to the stand. Heavyweight with the camera in hand. Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan. Bell ring loud, he don't scan. World tour written in the plan. Undisputed, travel chant. If you want it even more aggressive,